what I would do.
I think
Alter Ego, are they allowed to do that? I don't think they are.
I don't think so, but like if you fill the arena up with just your fans, then I guess it works the
Yeah,
same
it
way.
works. Yeah, just buy both seats.
And I think it is the case here because like it is in Indonesia. I think for Alter Ego was the case as well. It was just the hardcore Alter champs were on the Alter Ego side.
So what does that mean for the knockout stage when we eventually?
Oh
to-
man,
Blow.
I mean you experienced M4. You guys experienced M4.
Yeah, but maybe it's different now.
Oh, it will be. It's not going to be as loud because there are no RQ fans, or maybe the RQ fans are just in different skins.
I think everybody's caught up. Like most people have like caught up to that though. No, like at least here in Indonesia, like they have like
RQ are still like on their own league in terms of fan base. I think
noise.
Maybe they
levels.
should just go
RQ
for
and
electric
Evos.
guitars.
RQ and Evos.
Ah,
Evos are really good too with their fan support.
electric guitar though.
Electric guitar, bass. Start having more rhythm, you know?
Yeah. So you're gonna connect it to a speaker?
Yeah, of course.
Interesting.
Yeah, how do you play electric guitar without a speaker? Then you just look.
Because I don't think
Kinda
you're allowed
silly.
to bring a
Yeah,
speaker.
I don't think you could bring an amp.
Yeah.
It's called an amp, by the way.
It's an amp.
Yeah, it's an amp.
It's an
I
amp.
learned that from Kai Sam.
I'm not acoustic. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anything about music as well.
Yeah.
You could play an acoustic.
Isn't acoustic just like a music form?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah. Acoustic is basically a guitar without the amp.
yeah.
I mean, but it's also the type of guitar.
Interesting. Speaking of interesting, I'm seeing the players starting to walk in. So
Yep, that's
maybe
Luke P,
we'll
Skylar.
get into the game pretty soon. Right now, we're just waiting for the teams to walk in, and then we can get the game started.
It's
Can't wait.
hard. It's hard to really think about what they do until we get to the draft, man. Because like we've seen different things from them all throughout Swiss stage. Now that this is the last day of Swiss, I don't know if any surprises are going to come out. If it does, well, would it even be Onic? I don't think it'd be Onic, man.
I think it might be Onic. I think
think
out
it
of
might
all
be
the
Onic,
teams,
yeah.
like they've been the more surprising ones actually.
They
in
brought
Swiss
Faramis
stage, you know?
yesterday.
Oh, the
Kadita,
Faramis, that's right.
The Faramis.
Adidas.
A lot of them picked the Sora pick, even though Valentina's open, right?
Yeah,
Like they've
yeah.
gone for a lot of like picks as well, on top of the whoa picks.
I mean,
Team
before this,
Falcons?
they even have Amon.
That's true. Team
Yeah, this
Falcons
se- not this
feels
season.
No, not this season. MSC.
nostalgic almost.
Nostalgic. Why?
Because like I feel like their best gameplay is like a meta that we were in a while ago.
Yeah.
But it still works.
Still works if it's Onic. Let's see if it will work against the Falcons. We're flying, yo.
Weren't you talking about Falcons?
I was talking about Falcons.
Yeah.
I get what he meant though.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Right now the players are just getting ready. It's really just about because throughout the trend for today, we would prefer something a little bit more even.
Yeah.
You know, let's just put it that way. We want something a little
3-game
bit,
series?
even if it's not 3-game, even if
Oh,
it's
just
a
closer.
yeah, even if it's a 2-0, as long as it's not over 10,000 goal difference, I think
Yeah.
I think that would be a good game to watch. You know,
10K gold diff would not. Yeah, I
it's
agree.
been 3 games,
Hopefully not.
and 3 games in a row, mind you.
But you know, maybe the Indonesians are like, we want that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Indonesians would want that. I mean, I guess people from MENA also want that just for the different team.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. What if it just happens at least? But it's Team Falcons with that kind of lead.
I mean, like if it happens, it happens. You know, we're just here to do
Say
our
the line. Say the
jobs.
line. It is.
It is what is it?
There you
There
go.
it is. Why is it different today? Why is he saying it wrong today?
No, that's the right
But,
one.
why is he saying it
what is
right?
it?
Yeah, why? It is
Well,
what it is.
Let's just introduce the team coming up on stage. In fact, let's introduce the champions first. Onic Indonesia.
The champions, tested by unexpected setbacks, are now in the final stand with everything on the line. Defending Indonesia on home soil for the final knockout spot are Lutfi, Kyrie, Sans, Keyboy, and Skylar. Sonics, what time is it? It's Onic time!
Onic's got to lock in because this is their final opportunity to get over to the knockout stage. And again, this is their home ground. They are the champions of Indonesia. It's more than just getting a win, man. They got to make sure that their pride is intact.
Just like last year, their destiny fell into the hands of Indonesia's champion. Is it fate's cruel ploy or a grand setup for redemption? Sanji in the XP, Boyet in the jungle, Cuffin in the mid, Troll in the roam, and Sano in the gold. They are here. Team Falcons.
Falcons here again, coming as the challenger, having to face against, at this point, the best team from Indonesia. It is not going to be easy, but they've been here for a while. They've been training, they've been screaming. Hopefully, they've got what it takes to take down Onyx Indonesia from the sky. We'll see if there's any new adaptation in their utility pool. Maybe this time we might see something like a Leomar. But for now, we're going to be calling in the coaches coming in from both teams. For Team Falcons, we got Coach Powie Burn and Kakashi. For Onyx Indonesia, it's Coach Adi and CW.
You know, again, as we wait to get to the draft here, one of the main things is just highlighting what both teams have been able to accomplish up to this point in the Swiss stage. And, you know, all the way from the best of ones down to the best of threes. One thing's for sure is the contest between the gold lane, whole lot of Claude, whole lot of carry. You're looking at the lineup, I believe, first from Team Falcons too. One of the things, like Mirko just mentioned, was for what Sano's been able to do, right? 50% win rate so far, 4 games on the carry. It seems like it's, I don't know if it's just one of those things that just there is comfort clearly for them, but also Boyet, man. Baksha as well, just like with the Fredrin, even other utility junglers, he's got a 67% win rate right now with the Baksha. I don't know, he basically did the Filipino change, man. He went from Carl Teasy to Kyrie. It seems like.
That's pretty harsh, man. But the Baksha has not been kind to Kyrie at all. It's been amazing for Carl. On the other side, though, for Onyx, successful with the fighters. It's strange to say because even in Onyx ID's run in MPLID, it's been Skylar on marksman, it's been Skylar on orthodox gold laners. But again, he's doing well on the CC, on the Ruby. It's not purely just him on the gold lane anymore, on the, again, orthodox gold laners. So that's what has opened a lot more room for Sans and Kyrie and even Lutpi to step up as the carries again.
Yeah, I kind of feel like what's happening here in the M7 World Championship is that every team, in terms of aggression, everyone has mastered to deny some kind of farm. And I feel like Onyx has realized they can't be stretched too thin, right? If you want to share your resources with everyone, then eventually you will lose out, and hoping to get all the way to the late game, which a lot of teams don't allow you to.
You guys want to know a fun fact?
Fun fact.
Kyrie is only won in the Swiss stage with Yeast and shit.
Only YSS?
Yep. On the Lancelot, he lost. It was against Team Spirit. It's
Well,
only YSS.
I got a quote here coming in from Keyboy. Say no to Sano. Falcon is strong, but not stable yet. Their gameplay depends a lot on Sano. If we can shut him down, we should be fine. BO1 has always been rough for me and San since M3. BO3 suits us better. BO2 is fine too. Funny how you can actually turn things around to Onyx and it still makes sense.
Yeah. The BO2 being fine is not really the case, though. I mean, we saw what happened.
When did we do VOTs again?
MSC 2024
Oh, that's right.
against SRG, against See You Soon, it was, where they did not have a good run. They're not a... No, Keyboy, I think that's a bit of optimism.
That's a little cope, keyboard.
A little cope.
Let's keep it with the best of threes if you're for the Sonics here. But yeah, I think he points out a good point because we already highlighted that. Like, Sano has been a big part of, you know, making this lineup work from Team Falcons. And that seems to be the story, like, ever since the kind of change or shift that we've seen specifically within the gold lane. It's been the teams that are adjusting that process. I mean, some of the best gold laners out there, as we look at the head-to-head here, has had to go through that, you know? So you see, this is the comparison. It looks like, you know, Skylar playing more of the fighters, like you mentioned, the CC that we see, carry the highlight here for Sano. And you look at the difference. The KDA is not too different, neither is the average GPM here, but the team participation. Obviously, with a fighter CC, you're going to be a lot more involved in those fights, unless you're like what we saw in the previous matchup, you know, where you're just, or with Hiko, where he played the CC and was just running it down his lane, knocking down everything he could. But that's the thing I was saying is you really have to see these teams adjust the gold lane of meta for themselves, but also the way they approach the draft around that. If Claude is just banned out, which I kind of almost assume it's going to be, I don't think either of these teams really want the Claude to go through unless they really plan to kind of draft around that. We might see that difference between the gold laners.
Yeah, Sano so far, he only participates in the fight once he gets his item, because what Falcons really want to do is to make sure that Sano is on his own island. He has 4 games on the carry with a 50% win rate, And I would say all games, even in the games that they lost, it was actually quite close. So out of all the teams, Falcon is probably the only one that made Kerry actually look good.
What is Kerry's win rate right now? Like
It's
overall,
horrible.
It's terrible, right? It's under
No,
30.
for
For Sano.
For
yeah,
Sano.
for Sano, 50%.
That's what I'm saying. So for Sano, 50%. Everybody else across the board, it's like under 30%.
Yeah, it's like 20 something.
Yeah,
20.
something,
Is it 25 or 26? I think. Did we see a carry today? No, we didn't see a single carry today. Game one, I think,
Game
right?
one.
And it lost.
Yeah. So right now, too, as we get ready to go to the draft, it's going to be Expanding Rivers. So here it is. YSS is respect, as you guys just
There you
mentioned.
go.
Kyrie's only so both teams respect for each other. The utility, the Matilda, the Frederick goes out. Baksha probably. Do you think that'll be the last ban of the first phase for Onyx? Just take out the Baksha and then
I feel like Onyx will ban something like an Eve or a Jushin.
Yeah.
Even though yes, Cuffin is more like a Kimi kind of carry, but at the same time, I kind of feel like if they get something like a Jushin, they'll probably want to take it away from Sans.
What about the Claude though? Right now.
Oh yeah, Claude. Yeah,
Juice
of
and Eve, you
course.
can trade it open, but the Claude, I'm not too sure about Skylar on a Freya. See, like that's
Yeah.
the question. If you have a good Freya player on your team, then you're fine actually letting go of the Claude. But if not, I think it's better to ban it out.
Oh, look at this. We're asking the chat who will win game one. So far, only 2 for Falcon and 124 for Onyx.
it looks like just a yellow bar, man.
By the way, I like this carry ban because again, this is their style. They want to have a very heavy front line, and maybe they just have a different pick for Sano here, forcing out Onyx. If Onyx does not ban out that carry, then probably easy carry pick for Falcons.
Yeah. Well, no, for you mean the Claude?
Yeah, if
yeah.
Onyx doesn't make Claude, yeah, good for
Yeah.
Falcons.
So I was gonna say, I think this just shows that they wanted to go ahead and prioritize the Claude.
Yeah.
You know, and then that would probably go back to the whole thing we talked about with Skylar playing a fighter in the gold.
Yeah. I think banning out the Claude is a safer option right now, right? And then Falcons can go for, say, Yi, then it'll be a Juicin plus Granger, maybe a Choke Ranger. They want to go for the straight up trade. So if you go for the Claude, we'll go for the Juicin without anything to hold the Juicin back.
Well, it should be Claude.
It really should be.
Because Cuffin also is still, again, more of a carry type rather than a sport. Plus, I feel like if you're going up against Jushin, you can opt for something like a Zetian without that range, and then just slow them down.
Yeah.
Sora can be a really good red 3 as well for Onyx. If there's no Valentina, if there's no the picks, and then Onyx can just ban out the counters towards it.
I think we'll just see them also just take the Claude and then
There you go.
eventually get the Baksha
So,
for Boyet here.
Yep.
The Grok
Juicin.
is open, by the way.
Do you go Juicin Grok or do you go Juicin Cho?
That's a pretty good question. Yeah.
Teams have been opting for Cho, man. You know, like
Yeah.
especially here on the red.
The Falcons will get a nasty combo if they get Grok and Cho.
Grok box, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be the
I like it.
Jushin.
Yes. This is the reason you don't ban Baksha as well, by the way. The Yuzong is a pretty good pick against the Baksha when it comes to stopping him from red tree, stopping him from getting the neutral objective.
All right, so we'll see if they actually go pick up their jungler right now for Boyet, but knowing that they've already got the Claude here, they're probably
Should be
I'm thinking
Grok.
just Grok, maybe Grok Farsa.
Yeah.
They want to go ahead and go and just pick up the Farsa here. Might be one of the unless later on they hold on to that mid lane pick and they potentially get like a Lunox or something. But
What about picking up the Lancelot for yourself, though, right? Because like Onyx are clearly gonna go for the Lancelot here. No,
Boyet has not used any assassins at all.
Yeah.
He
But-
even opted for the Akai.
agreed, but also you have to take into account the fact that Onyx had to use Zong, so the neutral objectives aren't going to be that easy anymore. Kimi pick though instead of the Farsa. Again, something that I'm not a big fan of, knowing that there's a Yuzong on the other side, especially considering Onyx are most likely going to go Lancelot now.
Yeah, looks like Falcons, they're just going for pure comfort. Because
Or
again,
even Haya.
because again, this is kind of like their S tier, and we did set this up. It really is depending on the draft here. I would say Falcon making too big of a mistake. As yes, it is their best heroes, and compared to other teams, they haven't had the opportunity to scream as much as everyone else. Let's just put it that way.
who's that? Onyx?
No, Falcons.
Falcons. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Focusing on studies and
Yeah,
all.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a Fanny pick red 3, not going to lie. It's been a while since Kyrie has gotten the Fanny open in the banning phase, so the fact that they didn't pick it up means that they're comfortable putting in Kyrie on any hero, which isn't really the thing you would expect from Onyx
Yeah.
usually. You would usually see the pick for him early. But all right, they have mid-prio with the Cho plus the Kimi. Sorry, Cho plus the Juicin.
Juicin.
Now they ban out the Grok. I think they do, right?
Yeah. Ban out the Grok, and then I don't know. Maybe Team Falcons will actually just hone in on.
Oh,
Minotaur man.
huh. What?
Why the Minotaur?
Troll did use the Minotaur before, an amazing game, and the opponents just could not figure out how to deal with the Minotaur. In fact, he even stole the Lord.
Okay. There's no poke for now for Onyx, so that means that they want to go for something of less range. That's why the CC gets caught up in the bans by Falcons. Good read.
Is Skylar going to play the Freya? Are we going to see Skylar on gold lane Freya, man?
The only other answer to the Claude so far, well, actually, the only answer has been Freya.
Who knows? They might even go for something like Sora.
Sora Gold, that's true. That's true. That is another answer we've seen work. And they are going to ban out the Uranus. So the thing is, you have to go Sora last pick here, right? Because if not, then the Valentina comes in.
Yeah.
But what's stopping Falcons from doing the same thing and picking up the Sora? There's the Utah was already picked up, so you don't really have that matchup anymore. The Juicin is in mid, so Valentina's not possible.
What if you just ban the high or lens?
Yeah, I think that will be the best choice.
I almost would say just like if you're going to ban one of them, ban out the Haya. I mean, sorry, ban out the Lance.
Yeah,
Either or, I think still.
Yeah. Like if you really, because most of these are targeted bans anyway, you might as well just go ahead and ban out the Lancelot so that Kyrie doesn't get that. I don't know. I don't expect him to pick up any other utility. They'll go with the Harith.
Interesting.
Okay, so Harith gold. So a lot of those gold lane options are just trying to once again play into that strength of Team Falcon so far, which has been Sano for a lot of times, and he gets the best gold lane hero right now. So setting up around that. Now Onyx on the response. Do they go their? They're gonna go. Do they pick up their jungle now?
Safe pick should just be the Lancelot, get a winning matchup for Skylar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what we were thinking. Either Lance or the Haya.
Lance or Haya, they go for Haya. 33% win rate hasn't been the pick
Hasn't been that good.
to get you
Only
wins a
won
lot
twice.
here, yeah.
Yeah, winning twice here. But yeah, Falcon right now, I'm more worried about their EXP pick right now because having a front line, you will be basically crushed by the Jushin. So you need something that has a lot more mobility. But the only thing that comes to my mind right now is the Lapu, Atlas. To a certain extent, I guess the Arlet, but it is kind of depends on how good you are on that pick.
I'm
This-
thinking.
Allow me.
Oh, do they go?
Okay,
Okay, Hilda.
Oh, yeah, Esme, forgot Esme.
That's a really good deny, by the way. I was about to say maybe Esme Gold, but there's a Baksha and a Claude. So
This
what?
team can move really fast, man.
Yes.
Like Team Falcons, if you look at a lot of their lineups, like it revolves around mobility, you know, and
I honestly feel like this is going to be a Granger.
for Onyx.
Yeah. Because what else do you have, right?
Yeah, it's basically either Granger or like Fighter. Skylar might, but
You go Lunox?
Lunox Gold.
Yeah, it's not the best choice. I don't know how it does against the Claude, but never mind.
There it is.
you have the combo with Cho. That's what I was thinking about as well, and it's really good against the Baksha and the Esme. So they actually do it.
Yeah, so I think this one is a little bit up in the air because again, we did say about drafts and Onyx. Again, I kind of feel like this, puts fuel to the fire. We'll see how it works out, but the same can be said for Team Falcons. But at least for Team Falcons, again, they play one style,
Yeah.
so they roughly understand what kind of picks they need to achieve that style.
I like that Team Falcons basically still sticks to the fundamentals of their themselves here. Again, referencing the lineup ratings that we mentioned, it's you don't want to put too much weight towards it, but yes, they're pretty much even across the board. And if you do look at the draft, that's kind of how it feels when you look at both these coming into game one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final best of 3 for today. Falcons coming in, bringing the traditional style of a utility jungler again. Can they achieve a win against the Sky Kings, Onyx Indonesia?
It's our last match between our last two teams to move on to the knockouts. One spot left, and it comes down to this. It's a packed house here in the EXO Hall for this match. Once again here, favoring Onyx, but I would say even after the draft, Team Falcons, what they've been able to show us over the course of this Swiss stage, there's still potential for them to make this work, man. Troll is taking a ton of damage, still holding on to the flicker, though.
Yeah, but I would say it's quite equal trade coming in from both sides. Took a little bit of damage there. Skylar just really utilizing the sustain he has to try and poke Sano out.
Oh, Shield Unity. San's actually flickering out there. That's going to be the immobilization field coming down. But Kai gets first blood on Troll. That's Comfort taken very low. Keyboy with a Shunpu out. Lethal taken by Boyet.
You always feel, I feel like we've seen that so many times, man. A team with a Cho on it, you kind of forget just how much damage output he can put early on in the level 1, level 2. Looking at this, again, what's that?
Festival of Blood on the Lunox.
Festival of Blood.
Yeah.
I guess it's a way to deal with the fighter emblem, right?
Yeah.
Skylar has to be careful. Will flicker out right as the Shield Unity runs out there. A bit of panic from Sans and Skylar.
Yeah, maybe just something that they've been practicing and telling each other is like, let's just respect. Sure, we might lose our spells, but hey, it's just 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy like that they have to worry about.
Ooh, good take.
Yeah, good take there. Delaying Boyet, but like I said, he's going to be able to rotate pretty quickly. Toss him after on the box show once again. One of his marquee heroes that he likes to pick up. Kyrie waiting patiently though. There's a potential here for a play before the turtle breaks out. It does spawn up. Troll's giving the information, but right now Onyx controls this space.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Troll trying to trade just a little bit against Keyboy. Sanji, though, is going to take a bit of damage coming in from Onyx Indonesia. So if Team Falcon still decide to contest, they just got to be a little bit careful because they're not the healthiest right now.
Yeah.
Purple buff take, though, from Kai right now. They're going to do a lot of damage over at Troll. Skylar has already rotated from the gold lane now, and that's going to be Troll caught in the bad spot. Kai with the quad shadow, a lift up from Boyet there. Tortoise Boy Sans coming down, and that's the burst for Skylar walking up as well. Black Dragon from on the turret, top finish, surely gonna fall from the skies. Lutpi falls as well, Furious dive. Troll under turret, taken low. It's a double for Lutpi before he falls.
They traded it out. I mean, that was Onyx just putting the pressure on the wound there. They get the turtle as well, so just kind of a chaotic fight for Team Falcons and the way they approached it, and Onyx comes out with the win in that one.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate because Team Falcons, they are being as proactive as they can. It's just an Onyx ID. They're responding very well.
Quad shadow for Kai, nope. Saves it, doesn't go for it, instead goes for the XP crab.
Yeah, because right now they're just trying to extend the lead here. 1.6K at 3 minutes of the game. Looking at the items, in terms of the goal difference, sure there is in jungle, but I feel like it's not that big of a deal. Boxia is not trying to farm up super fast anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the goal lane there, I think this lead will be quite painful for Sano later on.
Yeah, that's why he has to kind of, I mean, that's the case for every Claude we've ever seen so far in the Swiss stage, you know? You're kind of just kind of holding on the best you can. You're dealing with getting bullied, especially as teams have adapted to dealing with the Claude. But still, nonetheless, once you get those 3 items, you know, usually under the 10-minute mark for most Trinities, then that's when you really get to shine. And then that advantage that Skylar has, you know, it becomes more of a team thing. But right now, he's pretty much just able to post up in this lane because of he is a Lunox, and then he has the emblems that he has, the Festival of Blood, like you guys mentioned. So he almost doesn't have to worry about anything when it comes to laning him. It's more so the objective. Look at that early Divine Glaive.
Wow.
Rushes the Divine Glaive, first item.
Yep. Now you know exactly what it's picked for, man. It's just picked for the front line.
Big damn.
But the thing is as well, Claude does not have a good time against the Lunox because once you go in for the Blazing Duet, Troll taking a lot of damage.
Wait, the Dragon as well with the Shadow Kill, and that's going to be Troll dying in the hands of Keyboy.
That was layered really well. Again, synergy right now from Onyx. They're going to continue to put pressure now on this side of the jungle. Just trying to take the purple. Boyet. Oh, here comes Sandy though. They don't want to fight this, do they?
Kyrie retreat, by the way, so they're going to take a bit of time. They won't go straight for the neutral. Actually, they will.
He's just going to start it up. I think maybe they want to bait a fight here.
Yep. Brilliance coming down, Keyboy with Jikundo disengaging. Sano there, Nesao, Skylar healing back up with the minion waves, man. Really good stuff. Oh, yeah, taking control over the neutral objective. Black Dragon from the use up by Lutfi trying to go in again as Keyboy goes for the way the Dragon locks him down. Still retreat from Boyet as Keyboy gets a Jikundo, the Shampoo on the flickers out the safety. Lutfi with the re-engage. Kai with a killing spree now. It's a double. Make it another for Sans. Traction calls going wide.
Wow, the damage coming in from Onyx Indonesia is just a little bit too much and more accessible instantly, where Team Falcons, they kind of want to set things up, both Sanji as well as Sano. They don't deal immediate burst damage in comparison to Skylar on this Lunox, as well as Kyrie on this Hayabusa.
This feels tough to see when your Bakshas behind. Kyrie now level 10. It just kind of the speed that a Hayabusa is able to farm up in comparison to a Baksha is just really highlighted here. You can see how much gold Kyrie's got. You know, even though they started up the turtle and he didn't have the retribution, they knew that if there was going to be a fight, we have enough damage that we can actually just kind of overload it and capitalize on that anyways. And that's what we saw. That's why even that Divine Glaive early pickup for Skylar was such a big pickup, because you saw how much damage he was able to just kind of burst out on demand here. So with this, it's all ballooned to 4,000 plus gold lead for Onyx.
I thought for sure with a lead like this, Kai would go for a Sky Piercer first or second item after the Hunter Strike, but nope. He stayed consistent, doesn't want to risk it. Troll.
All right, Troll's fine.
Honestly, I'm with Marco on this one. I thought he would go for the Sky Piercer just to make it like basically uncomebackable for Team Falcons. And now Onyx ID, they are pressuring the gold lane a little bit. But we've seen Team Falcons in this situation before. I believe by Second Lord, they will be able to come back. So it's really just the question whether Onyx ID will actually give them that opportunity, because we've seen what a even 4-item Claude can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what most Claudes have to end up doing if they are playing behind, even more so. So this turtle comes up here in a couple seconds. Looks like they want to make a play. Keyboard.
Great cut. G Kundo, not even the way to drag it there. Purify baited out. Skylar gets the kill there. They didn't use a single ultimate there. Skylar didn't even use his ultimate, right?
No, I believe not. And
wow.
Even so, Keyboy knew that he was just going to catch him even without using the kick or the flicker. So that's going to be a clean turtle take now. Last one of the game, they're going to go and try to get these tier 1s in the mid.
Kyrie secures the turtle. That's going to catch him by a fierce dive. Blocking Troll down very low. The Lantern flare on him. Kai with a double goes to the back as well. Gets the quad shadow. And that's a triple. Now looking for another kill, as that's going to be the backup coming out from Sans with the Crimson Beacon. Skylar flickering in to provide safety. It's an all-in under the tier 2. They don't care about the turrets. They'll wipe Team Falcons out under the tier 2.
Skylar said, I got you, bro, but he didn't even need to. They end up dismantling Team Falcons, clipping the wings this early on.
Dude, like, it's been a while since we see Hayabusa deal this much damage this early. We're going to be looking at an instant replay here, and the fight starts all the way in mid, and it starts off just because this Hilda could not take any damage, and we can't blame him.
Jeez.
Skylar on this Lunos just deal with the front line, and then Kyrie goes after the back lines. The lead is too much, and then there's just nothing the Team Falcons can realistically do.
I bet he wish he had the Sky Piercer, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you know, but he went with the Hunter Strike, and then what was it, War Axe, second item, so... You know, and you're still pumping out that much damage, and with a War Cry emblem on to boot.
Now it's BOD next.
BOD next.
Well, I guess we're gonna probably have another 10K difference game. It's been a story for us today, huh?
Bro, Lightning Trunch. That Skylar's gonna deal some bombastic damage.
I mean, Sans does have that Wishing Lantern, so it's kind of like on all fronts.
Yeah.
There's no way Team Falcons can itemize against this.
Oh my God, Sanji cannot survive. Actually, he does with a Purify there. Good shielding in the over on Kai, but now the dragon comes around, flying by. Troll isolated, taken out by Skylar.
That's basically what a lead like this does, man.
Yeah, you cannot take fights.
Yeah, you can't really take fights, and sometimes you're just kind of holding on, trying to survive, and you're able to survive, but then you just lose the battle. And with this Lord coming up now, this has been the story all series long for our matches today. Well, Skylar just jumping on forward. They want to get the shield down before they even take the Lord, so that's one step down. So Lord is up, they'll rotate Onyx in a clear control of this game. Massive lead now, almost 9,000 gold. And just ready to march towards the base of Team Falcons once this Lord is locked in. VOD now from Kyrie too. So if you're Team Falcons here and you're thinking, you know, what do you do in this situation? Obviously, always we think about, all right, they've got to hold on. They need that itemization to happen here. But I think even so, like you see some defensive items now being picked up. A couple Radiant armors for Troll and Sanji. But Sano just isn't where he needs to be. Again, this is past the 10-minute mark. And he's still building into, I believe he's got DHS and Golden Staff. He doesn't have his third item yet. So very delayed in the average Trinity time, at least for the Claudes right now. So you just lack the amount of damage throughput that you need, and so you have to continue to hold on the defense here.
Uh-oh. Knock up over to Boyet. Quad shadow landing as well, but the Poissons keeps him alive for now. Falling Star Moon going wide. Retraction pulse landing only on Keyboy. Skylar jumps in a bit more damage on Sanji, but no kill threat just yet.
If only the Lunox ult has a longer cooldown. But the fact that the cooldown itself is so short, by the time the Lord is there, they're going to be doing basically all their skills, and they might take at least 3 members of Team Falcons, if not just ending it here. And now Holy Crystal on Skylar as well.
Yikes.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't have enough damage at this point.
Oof. This is so tough with both shields being down top and mid. You should be the base turrets going down too, so Onyx might just force a fight. Keep an eye on Keyboy as well, as he got Flicker available. They go with the top turret, mid turret's going to be next, so they're going to go.
Keyboy with Way the Dragon and the Flicker combo cancel or takes Boyet very, very low. Skylar with the damage! Shadow kill on towards the Petrified Lock of down high. So waiting for it. That's a blazing duet of the BMI backwards onto the fountain. Onyx have the base wide open. Quad shot landing again. It's Luke P who gets a double, and Kai goes legendary. 19-1. Onyx wants the knockout stage. They smell it. A game away from securing it.
A dominant game of 1 here for Onyx. Under the 12-minute mark, 19-1, just an insane game, clean as ever across the board from the champions of Indonesia.
Being clean is one thing. Ended the game at 11:53, 19-1, almost 14,000 goal difference. Something about today, man, it's not like the last day of wildcards where every game is super close. This one is just, it just boosts Tom's harder. At this point, everyone is competing to see who has the larger gap against their opponents.
Yeah, you can see, again, that's the faces of Team Falcons right now just kind of, I don't know if their communication was just, or they're just demoralized, but not the game they were looking for, you know, with things on the line the way it is. And I don't know if it's just what they've experienced, you know, for years now, or for the past year. But this one was a tough one, man. Like, looking at this, it was just Onyx taking everything that they wanted. It's like they could just show up, say, all right, we want this kill, we want these, we want that. And there was nothing you could really do about it. And so it even goes to show that when it comes to the draft and you get your quality heroes, or you get that big pick right now, which is a Claude, like first pick, there is always ways to deal with it. And that, I don't know if it just came down to, you know, shutting the entire team down the way that it was played, but even so, like, let's say it wasn't that big of a shutdown. I think the Lunox pick in the gold lane, especially rushing that Divine Glaive from Skylar, the way that he played it, the way that he was able to sustain with his emblem setup, it kind of, it doesn't really shut down, per se, the Claude alone in the lane, but it at least stops it in the tracks where, like, I'm okay, the other 4 guys go do your thing, you know?
I would go as far as to say that one pick shuts down the entire draft.
The
Because-
Lunox?
Yeah, because even Falcon banned out the carry, right? So they're like, yeah, our draft kind of gets taken over against someone that can really deal all this damage against the front lines. And yeah, first item Divine Glaive, and then after that, it really felt like the game was over.
Yeah.
Right? So Falcon understood they need a lead, and they tried. But then every single time they try to get a kill, they just die. And then after that, like, it's GG.
There are a few things that already kind of stopped the lead from happening, though, I feel. I didn't really like the Baksha pick. I thought it was going to be the Lancelot pick up there and then into whatever, maybe a Hayabusa ban instead of it earlier. The fact that they picked up Baksha, especially after seeing the Yuzong already, I think kind of already, it's like GG. Because you're not going to win out the neutral objective battles. We saw how much that he would have to sacrifice even to get close to the turtle. And yes, he was able to get, I think, turtle number 2, but it was at the cost of his life. It was at the cost of the rest of the team as well, trying to brute force their way in. Because usually how you control neutral objectives with Baksha is you're so tanky, you just walk up. But if you get shredded that much, the rest of the team will also feel the repercussions of the Baksha getting shredded.
Yeah.
The problem is, I think he can't use a Lancelot.
See, that's
Yeah.
why it's cooked.
Because they never use any assassins. Like, they ban all the utility. Every assassin was up. They pick up an Akai.
Which is, you know what's weird about that? Because knowing, like, Boya is from the Philippines. Like, all these Filipino players can play assassins. But I think it's more so have been the way that they've adjusted their play style to fit what works as a team. Like, I'm pretty sure Boya can play an assassin.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't work for the team as a whole, you know? So here's our MVP, though, a guy that can play assassins, Kyrie.
I think it might be a case of the rest of the team not being able to play utility. as well. Could
Yeah.
be. Because I've seen Boyet play. This is Boyet from Minana, right?
Yeah.
He's played Assassins.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, there's most. If you were born in the Philippines, it's like
You're probably good at Cho.
yeah, you can play. But again, Kyrie here on the Hayabusa, for example, like we said, he didn't go with the Skypiercer build. He just went with Hunter Strike and then War Axe. But also some of these earlier fights, they just knew. Like sometimes it wasn't even the focus on like going for the turtle right away. They just knew they had the team fighting advantage when it came to these and the way they approached it. Again, even with this, like we mentioned, when the Yuzhong slips through the draft and a team's able to get it, it's such a power pick in the XP lane. It's a big enough threat alone with the Petrify and the Black Dragon form combo that even this, when Turtle's secure, they go for a fight. Look at the reinitiation here and the amount of damage that even just Kyrie's Hayabusa was able to do. But then you pair it up with Skylar piercing through a lot of this, with the Divine Glaive Rush on the Lunox. It was just such an easy way to go ahead and approach the fights. And even when you look at Keyboy, man, Keyboy didn't have any like fancy kicks or anything like that with the way the Dragon. This was more so of a foundational standard way to play the Cho. He was able to really work well with the Jushin, and Jushin works really well with a complement the Cho. And they were just able to make this composition work to exactly how it should have been. I mean, juggling between tier 1, tier 2, and almost a tier 3 turret that early on is kind of crazy.
I kind of feel like they just understand how to deal with this kind of playstyle. Because again, this playstyle has been around for a good year, 2 years. So they just gotta remember how to play against it, and then that's it. That's GG. And I don't know. There's really not much to say anymore about this game because there were really no real opportunities for Falcons to come back into the game unless Skylar somehow kills himself and then the front line is able to actually do their jobs.
Yeah, no, like there's at that point, even if Skylar died, I think they would have enough of a lead to shred through the frontliners. That's the problem with this composition. And again, that's the problem with leaving the Yuzong open while still wanting to go for the Baksha. There's a reason why Onyx only banned out the Fredrin. And it's because Fredrin is probably the only guy that can actually get out of the Furious Dive with a little bit more HP or with the ability to sustain back up. Baksha, Akai, all the other picks we've seen from Boyet cannot do that. Akai would have been a worse option, by the way, for the reason where you're a very heavy spin reliant hero. Your clear is horrible. So Kyrie, you already saw the invade happening on a Baksha. Baksha's a guy with really good clear. If that was a Akai, he wouldn't even be able to participate turtle 1. But even if he did, very easy to bait out heavy spin with the Black Dragon form on you.
It almost makes me wonder if it's worth Team Falcons, since they're in the situation now where they're facing, elimination, right? One more game. If they will go against the grain of their own style of play and they just pick up an assassin in the jungle. It's almost one of those things where it's like you almost need to, because even when they have this kind of draft, and there's a lot of lapses within the way that they approach the game, like in terms of the team fight, like trying to keep up with what Onyx throwing at them. I'm just wondering if an assassin in the jungle will even change that, or if it's just going to be too much of a change for the team as a whole, that it's just better to play utility and play that. But as soon as we saw this, man, and especially with the Matilda pick that came through and like the Fredrin, the Baksha, teams knew because they all played this way back in the old meta, right? Everyone was on that utility lineup, and unfortunately, I feel like it's just been solved.
Well, we will go on to that topic later on, but for now, we got a new way to celebrate esports highlights. The official MLBB M Series tournament trading cards bring premium design and modern tech together. Available this January. Head on over to play.com for early access and grab yours and hold a real piece of the M Series legacy. Again, cards are amazing. It's something physical that you can really show everyone around. And we also got to talk about Acecraft, because Acecraft is an STG built around adaptability. There's random skills, bullet deflection mechanics, and a retro cartoon style. You guys can actually see Acecraft over there. Make sure you guys join in the fun for some, well, nostalgic fun. Again, honestly, the gameplay is very riveting, very, very fun, and you don't have to play co-op. You can play alone. That's how I've been playing so far. But speaking of, you guys can also be fully upgraded by yourself because MLBB Academy is there. You guys can get your personal weekly reports to understand your pacing, strengths, and weaknesses, along with the complete match history. So every big moment is recorded. You can also rate trending topics and share your perspective. Whether you're tracking stats or joining in the conversation, MLBB Academy is where you watch matches and understand your growth in MLBB. Sure, you guys check it out on mobilelegends.com/academy. Yeah, now back on to the topic you were talking about where do they want to take the risk of going for that assassin? And it really comes down to why haven't they done that so far? Is it because the EXP? Is it because the roamer? Is it because the gold lane? Whatever the reason is, someone else has to either step up or step down.
I agree with LaFell right now. Like the reason they have not been, well, there are plenty of reasons. There are plenty of chances for them to actually take the risk. Why haven't they? Because this is the best play for them. This is how they actually find success in MLBB. So I think stick with the fundamentals, but fix it a bit, right? Like if there's already Yu Zhong on the other side, then, and it really is that big of a problem, you need to ban it out. Yes, I know there are other picks to respect, but if this one causes that many blows to your composition, then you got to just start respecting.
I think this is one of those situations too, based off what, you can't assume how the players are feeling, but based off what we saw from the camera after that loss, a devastating game one that was very one-sided. I think hopefully they're able to reset, because I feel like that's one of those cases where, you are in this best of three, you just kind of got destroyed. So you need to be able to reset from that. And obviously we can say, well, yeah, it starts in the draft, but even if you have this draft, whatever favor draft they have, if they haven't been able to mentally reset from the game one, hopefully they can just forget it, stick with the fundamentals like Miracle mentioned, but then come up with a better game plan. And maybe they swap sides. I think that might be one of the cases too. Like if they have a different drafting pattern here.
But would they be willing to give the Claude over if they're on red, right?
I think they would have,
Because here's the thing, I feel like Onyx just draft against their style. Because again, let's remember all the picks they've been pick up. Jushin and then Yuzong. Both basically already destroys their comp. No matter what picks they pick, their playstyle gets destroyed by both a Jushin as well as a Yuzong. And then after that, it's just icing on the cake, right? So it's kind of like even the first two picks, it's already like, all right, checkmate. What are you gonna do? Basically, this draft is for formalities. So Onyx just figured out if you're not gonna change, we already have a way to deal with you.
That's what I'm saying. If your game plan, which has been Team Falcon's game plan of a singular approach and not having that potential to dip into the assassin compositions that we're used to seeing, it kind of narrows it down where it actually makes it easier to draft against and to ban against. And that's the upper hand. And why, if you look at nearly all the teams here at M7, all of them have figured out a way to make these different compositions work, whether it's around assassins or whether it's around utility. And that is the upper hand right now. So if your team is lacking in that, having that in their repertoire, then that's very easy to go and ban through the draft.
For real. And on the other side, it's very difficult for Falcon to actually pinpoint what makes Onyx strong, because now, I mean, they ban out the carry, they try to put in these save points for their composition, but those save points turned out to be not so safe. It turns out to be that Skylar can play a whole lot more than just the marksman. He can actually bring up a Lunox in the gold lane, something that I did say, but was something that is still quite unexpected.
Yeah, right now we're looking at the game recap here, and honestly, not much to say. Sano did not have a good time to be able to deal damage, and that's basically because of Loopy. Loopy always charges straight at him. Skylar doing the most amount of damage, actually 50,000 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's that divine glaive rush pick right there, man. Yeah. I don't know, like when you look at this, I'm just even wondering, like if it wasn't the Yuzhong or the Jushin, it would have been much different. I feel like Yuzhong he provides so much pressure, like from many different compositions that work, and that's why for the most part, he's been banned out, right? Yuzhong barely slips through the draft right now, and when it is, teams will go ahead and pick it up.
Yeah, the Jushin as well. Again, I was worried because looking at the bans, both Jushin as well as Eve counters the draft quite heavily, and on the Yuzhong just makes it worse, right? So they had some time to discuss. I really feel like they got to switch it up with the bans, because I feel as strong as Carry is against their style, I don't think it's worth it. Especially after you know Skylar can use the Lunox. Definitely not worth it. So
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta take out. I don't know. I honestly don't know between Eve and Dushi which one you gotta respect.
Brother,
Yeah.
there's not enough ban slots
Yeah.
right now.
Even if you respect one of those, Claude gets open. You
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
one of those, and again,
Yuzong.
Kalea gets open. Yuzong as well. So that's why I feel like maybe going on red side isn't the best idea. But also, you want to take it away from Onyx because Onyx have notoriously been more successful on red, even from back in the M4 days. Oh, sorry, M5 days.
That's why I think when we get to the draft here in a second, you'll see if they are going to change the plan or not. This is the map stats, though, so now this is updated. Got a whole lot of broken walls.
Yeah.
And
And we're on broken walls again.
we're in broken walls again. That's 1735. 1738. Anyway. It's one of the things I'm going to say. Like, as quick as last one went, I don't know if we're going to get close to that average game time right now with broken walls. Unless Team Falcons can surprise us with this draft, and this is where it's going to happen. You look at
Let's
this, they're
see.
still on the blue side, man.
Yeah, they have to.
They did ban out the Claude.
So maybe you want to prioritize the Jushin here. Yep, you get Jushin.
But
So,
Yuzong comes out.
Yuzong,
Yeah.
Yuzong Cho.
Yuzong Cho? Yeah. Makes sense for Car.
Oh, it makes
Oh.
I'm not so sure about that, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, sure, Onyx.
they just want to take it because, again,
Oh, Sano pick,
Sano
yeah.
pick.
Fair.
I wonder if they want to go for a Granger. It's dangerous, but
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to be the pick for Onyx Ranger. But yeah, they go carry.
do you go for
I think for Falcons, it should be. Ooh.
Cho?
So
I
again,
don't remember Troll on this pick.
yeah, he was actually really good on this pick a while back as well. So
I was gonna say this is one of his like older heroes that we've seen him play before. So I feel like in a way it's comfort, but also like your question is, do you pick up your jungle now, knowing that the Fredrun was already banned? You know, do you want to go Baksha again for Boyet? I'm not sure if that's the best choice.
oh man, I'm
Especially
not a
with
fan of
Yuzong.
it, yeah. Ooh, there you
Oh,
go.
Finally.
Here's the swerve.
But this isn't like a proper answer to the Yuzong. This is still a problem.
This is
like,
what we asked for, though. Like technically,
Yeah, but if you were going to go for an assassin, why not Lance? Lancelot actually, gets past both. More so the Yuzong actually.
I mean, again, we just don't know what's going on in their camp. Maybe they need. I don't know. I don't know what Haya really offers that a Lance cannot give. So yeah, I don't know. We just don't know what's going on in their camp.
I think it's just more so of they did this to us.
Uh,
Let's go ahead and just try to run it back, but in our hands.
Oh yeah, it is roughly the same draft.
wow. Now that's a pick that has been pretty horrible in the wild card, but 0% picked here in the Swiss stage, and
Did it win
it's
the wild
actually
card?
no,
It didn't, right?
It lost both times it was picked up. It was also in the grand final, so yeah. But this is San's signature pick, by the way. When he first transitioned into mid lane, it was this and Xavier.
Man, I'd love to see a Xavier pop up, man. Like at least some point. I do think when we get to the knockouts, though, like we'll see some more of those adaptations go on here. You can see that Uranus going to be banned out again. XP lane still going to be up for grabs, of course. Over here for Team Falcons and going against Yuzhong, I'm wondering what that will be. Because again, you want to be able to go ahead and have some similar impact that the Yuzhong's obviously going to have throughout this.
I'm very interested on Falcon's gold lane pick here because honestly, for Onyx, they're kind of doing the thing again where they are having multiple threats on each side of the spectrum.
All
right?
fronts, yeah.
Yeah, the front line, they're going to have a hard time against Lilia as well as the carry. And then the back line is going to not have a good time against the Yuzong. Maybe there will be a pick for Kyrie to go to the back lines as well. A Joy or something, if it's let true. But yeah, like, Oni right now have a pretty good draft where I feel like for any marksman, they kind of don't like go up against this kind of draft.
Yeah. How
Do they
crazy
want
would
to go
it be?
crazy like a Moscow or something? I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
I'm
not
not
a
a
fan.
fan, but like it always comes to your head, like what do they want?
I
Yeah.
think it should just be the Granger, honestly, right? Like that's the only other safe choice to go for.
Granger, but then also too, like, what do you put in the jungle?
Yeah, that's well. Oh wait, for Onyx.
for Onyx, yeah. So
Okay.
Lancelot was banned, Hayabusa's taken. Like, is this where we see would Kyrie end up playing utility here?
I think it does. It's not bad. You already have a Yuzong, Carry, and a Lilia.
Yeah.
A lot of damage there already.
Like, does he play the Baksha?
It's actually not bad.
Yeah, because it's the last ban. And I think that's what Team Falcons is trying to decide too. Like, do we
If I
go?
was Kyrie, I would put in my contract never ask me to use a Boxy ever. just a personal touch, just a what do you call it? A fine print. Be like, I'm willing to sign up.
Yeah.
You just got to agree to this one line. No Baksha for me. But yeah, I agree. It's still a pretty good pick.
Oh
for
wait,
them.
Fanny's still open. You're gonna have to deal with a Cho, but maybe you last pick it then. You go for a Roamer. Now, how crazy would it be if they go Minotaur themselves? Because they ban Minotaur with the composition you see on the left.
Yeah.
Keyboy can play Minotaur. He's pretty good at it. What if they go Kufra even, right?
They got some smiles on their face, man. I don't know. Like,
It has to be a strange one here if Keyboy's laughing like that.
yeah.
Adi's probably like, Kufra? Haha, let's go, coach. Also, not meta.
Does the Lilia work pretty good against the Jushin too? I mean, I feel like
Ah,
Nah,
boring.
it's normal.
But hey, that's,
maybe he was asking permission.
Maybe he was, and then Coach Adi's like, no.
But it does make it difficult for a Granger. Right? You got to penetrate the Hylos, and then the Yuzon's going to chase after you. It's not going to be having a fun time.
Makes it difficult for the Hayabusa as well because right now there's Revitalize on top
yeah,
of the Black
true.
Shoes, so
Dude.
much sustain.
Your escape just kind of sucks in general.
Yeah.
Like trying to get away from a Yuzhong flying over you, a glorious pathway drop down, and then a Lilia, depending on the build path too.
Kind of
Like,
crazy.
yeah, it's just going to be annoying to try to disengage if they don't get the upper hand in terms of a team fight, because you really have to protect whoever your gold laner is going to be for Sano especially. And, you know, it's not like they're super tanky either. So that's, if they get into that fight and, you know, there's going to be a Revitalize over here by Onyx. So that's why they pick up the glue.
Ooh.
Do go the glue. They pick up ACC. That kind of helps with some of the durability issues that they were going to have here.
I like that.
I like that
I
too.
like the CC pick, yeah.
Really, really good stuff here by Falcons. Right. And it fits with the composition, right? Actually,
It's kind of all in-ish
yeah.
on Boyet. But, hey, like,
I think that's what I'm saying. This is the change that maybe they needed. Whoa, Guinevere.
Whoa!
Guinevere gold?
LaFell, your favorite pit. No, it's Jungle.
Oh, yeah. I was like, huh? Guinevere.
Your favorite pick of all time, LaFell. It did break its curse. Detective won on it yesterday.
did you see how hard it is to win that one?
Yes, but it starts hard, and then after that, you know, it gets easier.
Yeah, that's what she said. But yeah, now for both teams here, this is potentially the final hurrah for Team Falcons. Wondering if switching up their playstyle, going for double fighters, going for assassin, will it actually work against Onyx Indonesia here? Well, we're going to find out because we're jumping into the Land of Dawn. Falcons against Onyx Indonesia. One more game for Onyx to advance to the knockout stage, but also one more game for Falcons to be eliminated. Welcome to the Land of Dawn.
Hey, we asked for it leading into this. Team Falcons changed up the game plan. Boyet on the assassin on this Hayabusa. Built nearly pretty much the same, it looks like, even in the emblems that we just saw in the hands of Kyrie. So maybe this is going to help them out. I like those last two picks. Like you guys mentioned, those are very good choices here for Team Falcons. Bending the meta we've seen them play into. Can they pull it off is a big question against this.
I want in my head canon to be like the coach say like it's either Boxier or Quinn. And then Kyrie's like, you know what? Give me that Quinn. I do not want to use that Boxier anymore.
I think so. I think it's a very good reason as well why he doesn't want to be on the Baksha. I think there's more of a chance that it's a Baratz even than a Baksha.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Surprised we haven't seen that yet.
It's a bit annoying to maintain the stacks, especially if you're
Ooh.
losing early.
Huh? Troll
Troll?
goes in way too aggressive. Has to burn Flicker.
All right, that is
Although I'm pretty sure he was pulled, right?
By who?
Oh wait, yeah. Like,
yeah, he was.
yeah, why
pulled,
was
yeah.
he there?
He just went in, I guess.
He just went in, man. Cuffin's on the Jushin, so you know, just unfortunate because yeah, it's a battle spell down, but just has to kind of adjust from there. But I am wondering how this Lilia will actually work out and play out. I know that you know, good pick for Sans in general, one of his heroes that he likes to play. But since it hasn't been picked yet in the Swiss stages, it might be one of the answers if it ends up finding success here that we might have to consider going into the knockout stages. I think there want to be some focus up here, but this is Patrick.
Very interesting. I'm not too sure about that. That's going to be the turnaround by Sanji with Flicker in. Kyrie to be caught in the bad spot now as Lumpy jumps in with Revitalize, keeps them alive for a bit. Boyet picks up first blood, and that's 2 on the board for Team Falcons. Keyboy against 3, mounted on now. Cuffin walks over. That's a free kill to Team Falcons. Onyx down 3 kills early.
Hey, that is a huge early game now for Team Falcons on a lineup that they brought, changing what we've seen from them. That is a good question, but hey, Team Falcons now will get them a turtle off of it.
Very interesting to execute the full combo and not exiting the moment you realize you're under the turret. Because even if you do get a kill, you're going to be so low that you're probably not going to be contesting. Oh, hold on, Loopy.
Full dive, away the dragon as well. Loopy to be chain CC'd and taken down again. 0-2-0 on the dragon.
Team Falcons is off to get to a game 3, man. I feel like they took the first 3 picks that Onyx used against them, and now they are making it work in their hands.
That's kind of fun as a coach. Being like, you know what? I don't want to think about the draft. The draft was pretty good. Let's just take it.
Let's just copy paste, but not fully.
Yeah. So that people don't know. We'll be like, no, it's original. We got a glue. Right? We got a glue. But yeah, Lilia will eventually become a problem when, you know, all the front lines are there. But if Team Falcons continue to extend their lead, then yeah, the Lilia might not be that big of an issue. Just let Sano or Sanji poke her out, and then she couldn't do much. Lupido at 0-2-0. This is an amazing start for Team Falcons, making sure that Yu Zong will not have the same impact as game number 1.
I'm wondering.
Wait, the dragon over on Keyboy. Revitalize keeps him alive, but look at the curtain call! And the yo-yo blitz, man, too much damage. Another kill over to Team Falcons.
They are not letting up, man. They know they have this bit of an advantage. Oh, Troll.
Spatial migration, the Violet Requiem sounds should be on the board here. Skylar flickers out to safety, but Cuffin's still there, and Sano will be able to get a few good hits on this shield.
Okay, Team Falcons knows they have an advantage right now. They're playing into their team comp that works really well. Looking at the items building up too, this is, it looks like Boyet's going to maybe do the same thing. He goes Hunter Strike first item right now. We'll be building possibly into the War Axe too, just like we saw Kyrie do. But it's not a massive lead in by all means across the lanes, and it looks like Onyx wants to go ahead and contest this one, not giving this one up. They know that they're in a position to fight. Revitalize isn't available just yet, but all the ultimates are, you can see some good push down to the bottom side. They're going to fight this.
Spatial migration, the Violet Requiem now. That's going to be a good pick by Troll over onto Skylar. Now everything Petrify coming down though. Sky is able to pick up the kill. Sano picks up the turret down below. Luke P goes in with Furious Dive. That's Skylar taken down, but the mount down comes in as Sans has to use, oh no, he actually keeps the Black Shoes alive. Cuffin gets out in time. Revitalize, slam! Sanji cannot get through to Revitalize for now. It's Kai who actually falls still. Despite all of it, a messy team fight, but it's Onyx who actually win out in the kills, but Team Falcons got an objective.
Yeah, like a lot of gold goes over to Sano. So Sano should be able to scale up in the sense that the next time that they fight, there's going to be quite a lot of damage that Onyx Indonesia might not be prepared for. And I feel like that was just Team Falcons getting caught because Boyet came in. I thought he should be able to get more kills with got stunned up, but I feel like they should not allow that mistake to happen again.
Yeah, that fight would have gone obviously way different if Sano was a part of it, you know, and so Onyx will get a couple kills off of it, but ultimately still losing the turtle too, as the second one now goes to Team Falcons. But, you know, if they go in for those fights like that, and especially like we've seen with this glue so far, man, the glue one is picked up. It's really difficult to kind of take care of, especially early on. If you don't have that itemization that you need, you don't have enough damage to kind of overload that durability from the glue. And that's why it was such a good pick in the draft when it came up on the 4th pick there. So it's still up to Onyx to kind of scale into this game, especially like we mentioned every single time the carry is locked in. You know that you need time to go ahead and build up on here. And so that's what Skylar is doing. Not too far behind in terms of overall gold either. Just a few hundred gold off of that #1 spot for Sano, as Sano did get a lot of extra gold, like we just mentioned, from pushing down that tier 1.
I'm just worried for Skylar here is that whenever he's in range to deal damage,
Yeah.
Team Falcons, every single person here is in range to basically catch him. So it will really be on Kyrie as well as Loopy just to make sure that everyone is kind of controlled. I would say more for Kyrie. If Kyrie gets multiple members so that Skylar can be hit, then hey, this good is looking pretty good.
I think that's why he also, he's got the concentrated energy now too. So it's really gotta be up to them to layer what they have available for Onyx. But right now with Team Falcons comfortably building now into their second items. Same thing, Sanji picking up a Radiant Armor, got Dreadnought as well. So he's tanky enough to deal with a lot of what's being thrown at him, and that's why it works really well. It also allows Troll to have the space that he needs here on the Chobik. You can see him scouting things out up top. This is the last turtle of the game, though, 10 seconds away from coming up. Wondering how Onyx will approach this one. They caught Boyet last time. Might not be able to pull it off again. You can see even Kyrie behind in terms of levels alone. Level 9 to Boyet's 11. They have complete control around this turtle.
Oh, really good slam pass now. Kyrie getting mounted, pops in the final Requiem, but it doesn't do anything. Asano goes through him. Keyboy glorious pathway earlier as well. So many resources burnt, but no value. Look, P went to aggressive troll. Oh my God, baits out the Petrify, but he already used his own flicker. Black Shoes coming down. Sans able to escape without a slam pass down everything. Sans is down in the mid lane, and it is all Team Falcons.
I wonder if Team Falcon is just conditioning everyone to say that we have one play style, and then when it mattered the most, they change it up. And then by the time you're planning against this style, they just like, nah, just kidding. We want to go back to the utility.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big question because they haven't showed it throughout the Swiss stages, and I'm sure people were like, yeah, can they play this kind of style? Well, look at what's happening right now. 5,000 gold ahead of Onyx. And like we mentioned, they went with very similar picks, at least in the first phase, but even so, that Glue and the CC are working out so well right now. And you have to look at, okay, well, can they continue to go ahead and do this throughout the game? Can they go ahead and continue to secure themselves the objectives? The next one is going to be the Lord in a little over than a minute. And yeah, they're in a great position to be able to do that. They've also allowed themselves to just scale really into this game, and it's hard actually now for Onyx to make something happen. People dropping down the pathway.
Yeah, he might die for that. Never mind. He has to burn Revitalize though.
I mean, like, if the idea is to take as much resources from Onyx as possible and then try again, that really did work out. They just got to be careful of Kyrie. Misses that.
Yeah.
That. Oh, Troll though. He's going to spot him out.
Here's having the Petrify, but it's only onto Sano. No damage coming down. Sano taking very low, but he's still able to survive now. Black Dragon form comes around, and that's to be Sans picked up again.
Ooh.
Sano taking low, still able to sustain with the current call. Sano on a killing spree. Cuffin gonna slam Keyboy down to the ground, and now it's a re-engage. Kyrie taken out by Boyet. Another kick onto Skylar. Team Falcons have wiped Onyx ID out.
Just like Onyx did to Team Falcons in Game 1, Team Falcons gets their revenge in a similar fashion against Onyx, now getting themselves almost to 9,000 ahead at the 10-minute mark. What a game so far for Team Falcons.
Dude, like, that Jushin play, man, like,
Yeah.
that shows how much damage the buff was, because you pick up Hylos, one of the highest HP pool heroes in the game, and then you dropped it on Onyx ID. Pick him up again, drop him again. Like, I mean, not him, but someone else, but still, that was actually quite a lot of damage coming in from the Jushin. You know what, Muntan, this is a legit buff for this hero.
Jushin is too much, man. Like, the amount of utility that comes with her and the amount of damage that is there. Mind you, that whole fight, by the way, was started by Onyx.
Yep.
They chose to fight that, knowing that they were also basically gapped gold-wise at that time, about 5,000-6,000 gold.
10,000 gold difference now. Something about today.
Something about today, man. All these games.
Oh.
Wait. Well.
All right, so at least there's no shadow kill. Sans has very good clear with the help of Skylar down below, but is it good enough to clear the Lord? Lord's pathway used to get a little bit of an angle, and they do clear out the Lord here, but again, it's a 10,000 gold lead. They won't be able to enter their own jungle.
Well, you just gotta wait out for the power spike coming in from Skylar. And if they lose, Guinevere, man, Something like
Yeah, there's something wrong with it. Oh,
He's gonna be called. Oh, good petrify! Now, spatial migration, Valor Requiem combo over, but it's only onto the roamer right now as the Mana comes in, but it's on the turret right now. So the turret will do a lot more damage. Sanji flickers out to safety though, and they'll keep their lead. No kills over, no bounties to Onyx.
yeah, it's better that they don't actually choose to fight that. They
Yep.
just kind of choose to live to find another day there.
Yeah, looking at the items here, not even okay. So now there's a 100 strike on Sano. Sano probably thinking that this kind of draft kind of is difficult for you to end the game. So you got to make sure that the next time they fight, able to do a lot, try to kill 3 to 4 members, and then try to end the game that way. In terms of the other itemization here, the endless battle now for Hayabusa on Boyet. Whoever he catches, as long as it's an actual target, they will probably die.
Yeah, this is the thing too. You know, you look at where the itemization is for Onyx. Obviously, you got the Trinity now for Skylar. He's building into a most likely defensive item, at least through the Wind of Nature here, or I'm not sure if he actually wants to go Malefic Gun. But as long as they continue to buy themselves time, we have seen teams kind of slip up, and they really have to make a massive mistake if you're Team Falcons for Onyx to actually get back into this game. Anti-Karas now picked up by Keyboy too. A little more defensiveness will help them out, but with Team Falcons in this kind of lead, they are not letting up Troll. He's looking to steal again.
Lancer player picking Keyboy up. Kyrie actually misses the spatial migration. Now Glorious Panther coming down with a Petrify and the Fierce Dive over on 2. With about a Requiem, they actually tear down Sano. Sanji's gonna fall next as well. The damage is stacking up. The crowd is starting to roar again in Indonesia.
Oh man, 2 big kills right before the Lord comes up in about 10 seconds too.
That's a
That is what I was
blunder.
talking about. That is a blunder. I just mentioned Team Falcons will have to make a big mistake. Well, that was a big mistake. Now, can they delay and stop Onyx from taking this Lord? If they do secure this, that's going to be a massive swing further in their favor here. They're just starting it up. They're blitzing it down.
Cuffing gonna be caught, does not have a Purify. He gets shut down as well. Wade is dragging over to Skylar right now, but Skylar's able to survive for a long time now. Still goes through, flickers out. The quad shadow from Boyet takes him out. No shadow left to play with Kai. Can he go for it? Quad shadow landing, Lutpi. Does he survive this? That's Boyet with a walk-up. Kai tries to go for the spatial migration on Boyet, but can't find the angle as Boyet continues to stalk Onyx down in their jungle. Keyboy's looking for the stun. Boyet will not go for it. Onyx, they sneak a Lord.
Yeah, Onyx Indonesia, once they get those picks, because now Skylar does do quite a lot of damage. And yeah, I didn't even realize, yeah, Coven does not have the Purify.
Yeah.
Which comes to the question, I don't know why he didn't flicker earlier, because once you see the Glorious Pathway on your tracks, I kind of feel like it's a safe bet to kind of just
Flicker.
away.
Yeah, I actually was like, waiting for him to do it too, man. And so they'll clear out the Lord. That's fine. They're still ahead, 6,000 ahead for Team Falcons. But what that last couple minutes did for Onyx was give them back some momentum, give them some space to get actually resources out of their jungle now, and continue to build up, especially defensively. Earlier on, they were being shredded through and dealt with. Oh,
Gets
Troll.
wiped out.
Yeah, he's looking for those angles because we've seen it before. Like I was saying, you know, you got yourself now about 4,000, 5,000 gold over to your team if you're Onyx. And so you're in a much better fighting form to be able to take some of these fights. So looking at the updated items, you can see this, right? So the Malefic Gun is what Skylar went for. Now building into most likely Wind of Nature. They're going to go again.
Oh, Sanji.
Pathway dropped. They got to watch out for Troll.
Ooh. Okay. That's it. Lightning Truncheon for Cuffin. There you go.
And just make sure deals a little bit more damage. Because, yeah, this is just something that their team is lacking just a little bit, because they do quite a lot of damage on the front lines. But just in case someone gets caught, because again, no purifies at all for Team Falcons. Whoever gets caught by Kyrie, that's it. They're probably going to die. The damage from Skylar as well as Sans is probably just a little bit too much for Team Falcons.
Yeah.
So someone has to be opening up vision here, and I'm guessing that's Troll. But at the same time, Troll wants to get a good flank angle. They got to figure out where Kyrie is, because the next time they get caught, that might be GG. That might be an angle for Onyx ID to win the team fight. And then if not end the game, expose one of the sides of the map.
Yeah, it's really, it's got, even though with a lead like this, Team Falcons still has to be very cautious. Not only with the lack of purifiers, but also just the amount of crowd control that we talked about that can be set up and utilized with this composition. Yes, they have crowd control themselves. You know, they're able to go ahead and utilize, especially this Jushin with them. Troll, once again, it could become down to one of those clutch conceal kicks if Troll's able to find especially the right target. That might be one of those cases where like he's got to lock down either Skylar to force a flicker or maybe even Kyrie. And that might just be his job. You know, Troll, he's done it in the past.
Uh-oh.
Do it again. This Lord is up. Team Falcon spotted out the positioning here. They're going to go start this up, but Onyx, they want to go and respond. Troll, Immortality now available to him. Lord's going to go for a reset.
That base turret is so low up top, but they actually managed to clear it in a way where it should be building back towards him. Keyboard's trying to bait out the mount, but Sanji is very patient with it.
Yeah, right now for Onyx ID as well as Team Falcons is a bit of a push and pull here, where they're trying to bait out, like for Falcons, they just want to bait out Kyrie. For Onyx Indonesia, it's really just waiting for Loopy to have a good angle to get multiple targets from Team Falcons, and then a good follow-up coming in from Kyrie. So they have two different ways to engage into the fight.
Yeah. Trolls, you just want to clear that out.
Black Dragon
they're
for
going.
Spatial Migration in the Battle Record with the Winter Crown this time. The Quantum of this Atlanta actually, and now Kyrie's still able to escape. Throwing the back lines, give me the red tree coming in, but Kai gets it down. Jikundo, the Winter Dragon, but it's only onto Keyboy now as Skylar's mounted down, but he will fall in the end as Sanji takes him out of the fight. Sans flickering out to safety. Kyrie still playing with it. Sans doesn't have the black shoes anymore, and Sano will be able to take him down. It's Keyboy next to the chopping block, mounted by Sanji. Now Lutpi, furious dive. Sano with a yo-yo blitz constantly on him. Good disengage by Kai. Tries to run away, but Sano's going to constantly go for more damage on Kai. Violet Requiem down already. They want to go for the wipeout. They have a wave in the mid lane. 18 seconds for Skylar. Lutpi, can he survive this? I don't think he can.
Oh, they're going to run it down mid, and they have the waves pushing in. Even with the Lord, it doesn't matter.
Troll is looking for the play right now. Lutpi somehow was able to survive. 5 seconds on Skylar. Lutpi buys the immortality. The wave actually spawns in. The Lord up top going to crash into the base. As that's going to be Falcons trying their best to clear it out. Skylar respawning. Lutpi right there. They have to defend it, but look at the base up top. Is it a turret? Cuffin is horrible at clearing waves on Jusin. So slow. They get it cleared.
Saves the base turret, but man, Loopy surviving that was insane, and it bought enough time. Let's take a look at the replay here. I'm not sure where it's going to catch up on, but there was so much time bought. Look at this initiation. Great usage of this glue. Again, finding Skylar. Yes, Lord was secured. Troll looked for his own angle. Goes in there. Even though the Lord was secured, Skylar was just stuck on, right? That's why the glue is so good here from Sanji. Able to take out Skylar. They choose to go back to fight. Boyet goes heals back up, gets his orange, and then they go ahead and follow through. And then it was just a chase, you know, and Kyrie really tried. Good thing he actually kept the Loopy alive. I know the timing eventually came there, but with Loopy still alive, it also kept Team Falcons from possibly ending that game.
That was something that Onyx ID they have to consider. If that happens again, they might not be able to defend that because now it's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
At 22, the respawn timers will be around 50 seconds up until 1 minute. So it was good on Loopy, bought enough time so that the rest of Onyx ID was able to respond. But the next time that happens, that's probably going to be the end.
I'm wondering what the answer is if you're Onyx ID here, especially for Skylar. He had to deal with Sanji sticking on to him. And that is a Holy Crystal now locked in for San. So a little more damage.
Cuffin as well.
Built up here, yeah. Both teams just kind of really locked in on the items. Obviously, you need a little more defensiveness here for Onyx. But Lord coming up in about 15. Team Falcons still in a good advantage to work with.
Yeah.
Purple buff going over to Sans. Now also, this is where obviously the immortalities come to play. The Wind of Nature for Skylar. Lord is evolving too, so it's going to be a little bit of a slower take as they have to prep and get in position for this one.
How's the wave in bot? Would love to see the wave in bot. Troll rotates over, will build it to a slow push for them.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
What did Skylar sell to buy the Wind Talker?
Boots.
No. He already had 6 items earlier. He sold the Wind of Nature. Or wait, it's the Rose Gold. He sold the Rose Gold.
Well, right now, Keyboy does have position up top. See him as Skylar as well as Loopy. I don't think Team Falcons have vision of that. They got to be careful. If they're clumped up, there's multiple ways for Onyx
Sanji?
IG to really. I feel like Sanji, if he tosses the second skill first, is still safe.
Wait, Suns popped in ult.
What, Suns?
Uh-oh. Did Troll
No,
use
no.
third part G Kundo?
No, I feel like Suns didn't have vision of him.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh,
Spatial Migration. No Valor Requiem. Actually, it's kind of botched the combo. Skylar in the back, able to flicker out the G Kundo now. Spatial Migration backwards. They are not going to go for the Lord just yet. Glorious Pathway sent down. Troll holding this angle. Wave in the bottom lane is good for Team Falcons. Now as Keyboy gets shredded down by Sano. And Onyx will concede the Lord.
Oh, that was messy from Onyx.
What happened mid?
No, the thing is, I really think that Suns did not see Troll yet. Like, Troll was getting on the way, but he already used the black shoes, so probably a misclick.
Or maybe Troll was waiting in the bush and decided to use skill. Oh, wait. Sanji.
Sanji should be. Okay, he's not going to connect. They got this Lord. It's no
Skylar no ult. Skylar no ult. This is big.
Can they defend this here? Lord's going to have to be worked on.
Troll in the back, gonna go for it, get Skylar! The furious time of the Petromatic heal away from him. Skylar caught by the current call right now, pops in with nature, but will be popped by Cuffin! Lord still alive, base wide open now. Kyrie able to find a spatial migration right now as the Keyboy will be taken out, but it's only the immortality now. Lord still alive somehow there. No minions. Sans has cleared it out. Can he survive? No, he cannot. That's Poye with the killing spree. And Team Falcons have wiped Onyx ID. We are going to a game number 3.
Team of Falcons will do it in game 2 with a composition that we didn't know they could play. Well, now we know.
And I gotta say, Team of Falcons, they are really impressing us right now because, again, the composure that after losing game 1 in that fashion, coming back even stronger. But also, Onyx made some very questionable mistakes.
Yeah.
And again, Guinevere, like,
Is it cursed, man?
So it's 1-7 now, or 1-8? I think it might be 1-8, dude.
all I know is you only have one win, and even that one was pretty sketchy.
Detective is the only guy to make Guinevere work. And he went home today after making the Guinevere work.
Yeah, you can see here too. Onyx looking just like we saw Team Falcons in game one, man. And hey, it comes down to one game now between these two. That is just, again, a massive, massive win for Team Falcons. You gotta love to see it though. Bending what we're used to seeing from them, and they made it work. They made it work from start to finish, really. There was a little bit of hope there for Onyx, but Team Falcons stayed locked in, got the game under their belt.
And remember, folks, Onyx in a best of one is very, very shaky. Maybe they started things off with a win here in the best of three, but now it's back to just one game.
It's drafts, man. Something about Gwyn I really don't like. I don't know why teams still want to go for it. But either ways, this is potentially a very nerve-wracking situation because even looking at the crowd, was like, that was a good game. But at the same time, because what's on the line is Mina's first time to the knockouts, as well as the champions of Indonesia not even making it out of groups. Alter Ego was the first, and there's a potential that Onyx will be the last team to get eliminated.
So that would also mean what we mentioned earlier. There would only be one representative from Malaysia and Indonesia.
Very scary stuff. I'm pretty sure the Indonesian in the crowd and watching at home does not want that to happen, but that's just the situation we're in right now. And I feel like Onyx, they're going to be quite confused because there's like, okay, which Falcon are we going to see?
Assassin Falcon.
And I'm just confused about that going. Like,
yeah. I really think why pick the Lilia so early? If the Lilia was an option, right? And if they wanted to go for Lilia, I really don't think Falcons would have read into like, oh, let's ban the Lilia. They should have really picked up. Was the Lance banned in the first phase? I don't believe it was, right? It was banned out in the second phase. So Lancelot was open. I don't know what it is with Onyx and not wanting to pick anything else except for Yisun Shin and Haya then on Kyrie because Lancelot was open in the first phase. They really could have gone for that.
Maybe that's also why Falcon takes it. Like, no way they're going to be using Lance. So they just take Haya.
Yeah. I don't think like,
I don't think it's that far, but you know. Like,
because it's already a Yuzong, right? Well, what do they start things off with? Yuzong carry. All right, the carry pick was also honestly really, really weird. But then they finished off red 3 with Lilia.
Lilia,
And
which
it's like,
did not need to be picked up.
it was a signature back when Sans started playing in mid.
I mean, let me just say this entire day, when it comes to the drafts, it's a topic I kind of don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
But now we got to look at the MVP here, Troll with the Cho. From Matilda to the Cho, man. Like, Troll has really shown himself as a roamer here in the world stage.
I feel like anytime we go through our games and we have a MVP Cho, you really have to put respect on their names because
Yeah.
we've seen so many fail Chos too. And Troll, like we mentioned when it was at the draft, this is one of his signature picks. We saw him pick it up when we first were introduced on the international stages, even in previous tournaments with Troll and these players, and he made it work really well. Just like I had mentioned with, Keyboy in the previous game, Troll pretty much did the same thing. Like, he had to do a little more fancy footwork, I feel like, with this Cho, but they made it work, even with Boyet getting the Hayabusa. But I also want to say that a big part of this, those 2 last picks were so good. The Glue and the CC.
Yes.
They really allowed this lineup to shine. Yes, it was the same 3 picks that we saw Onic run in the game 1, but with a Glue and a CC, just complements this so well because Glue, like Sanji is almost my other MVP for this because the amount of work that he did on Skylar, making Skylar's job pretty much a hell, like in terms of like trying to get in position and fight, was great. And that's what we see with Glue. And also Sano. The Current's call with the Yo-Yo Blitz was a lot of threat. Like, there's a lot of threatening damage there to deal with. So even when it looks like some of these team fights where Onic is getting the upper hand, they're sort of winning these fights, you kind of miscredit like the amount of potential there is to win these little skirmishes and team fights with this composition that is here, especially with a Glue and a CC, who both have that brave spine, and they get a lot of that HP back when they're fighting like this. So again, it was very difficult, I feel like, for Onic to approach the fights the way they wanted to.
What's concerning for me as an Indonesian is, right, I mean, we can talk all day about the draft. I still agree that the drafts are very botched. I don't really like the placement of some heroes, why they pick it up in the specific moments that they do. But what's more concerning as an Indonesian is how they played it, because it wasn't like it was a completely cooked draft from the start of the game. In the start of the game, I think Neutral Objective 1 should have actually been free for them. They have a Yu Zhong that can actually go through. They have a Guinevere who cannot be CC locked by the Glue as long as you pop in ult. But they decided to go for a gank, and that was a super greedy gank up top. Completely miscalculated the gank. Glue didn't die. They ended up losing 3 members, and then Turtle One went to Falcon. So that's more concerning for sure, right? Like, you think, okay, it's Onic, they have a superstar lineup. It's always the coach's fault. That is the easy way to blame Onic. But if you look at that game, you can't say it's fully coach's fault when they botched the early game so bad.
Yeah. It would be different if Sanji was outside of the turret range. The fact that Kyrie took those turret shots, and I would say responded to it a bit slow or just a bit greedy, trying to make sure that he gets that kill with exchanging his own life. Yeah, I kind of feel like game number 1, Falcon forced it. Game number 2, Onic forced it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the team that reacted better just ends up winning the game.
Thing is, like, we've seen Onic actually lose composure from game 1. In game 1, Sans flickered very, very early. You remember Skylar flickering when it didn't really look like he needed to. And that's the buildup of pressure.
I'm still wondering, I wish we had like a little replay or like a camera on what happened even with Sans, like towards that last little fight where the black shoes were used. Not that would have changed, I feel like, the course of the game or anything, but there's just these like kind of weird errors happening.
They're like fidgety.
Yeah, fidgety. I don't know if it's like, there's just pressure or what exactly Onic is dealing with, because like we said, we saw that from Team Falcons too, especially in game 1, but you can definitely say this was a great adjustment from Team Falcons and exactly what they had to show, because when you get through the Swiss stage like this and you're pretty much universally playing one kind of play style, and then you really, it comes down to like your last potential life and you bring out this, now it makes game 3, I feel like, harder for Onic to deal with, especially when we get to the bans or the order of the picks.
Yeah, honestly, it's going to be quite a big pressure for both, because this next game will be the very final game of the Swiss stage before we move on over to the knockouts. But for now, we do have an interview on the side with Rose, I believe. So let's check out that interview to see what's going on.
Hey guys, Rose here in a 1-1 situation. As we wrap up the Swiss stage, I would like to catch up a little bit with the side of Team Onyx Indonesia and of course Team Falcon. So with me here we have Paddington and Kakashi. Let's start with Paddington. Paddington, how are you? Are you nervous?
Just doing normal.
Just doing normal. What about you, Kakashi? How are you
Just
feeling?
doing normal too.
Just doing normal. Okay, let's talk about Onyx. How was Onyx like when they arrived at the venue and how did they approach this match? Were they nervous? Were they confident?
We're really confident for today.
Really confident for today. What about you, Kakashi? How is Falcons like?
We are really confident for today, and I think we're gonna be the first team in MENA go to knockout stage.
Ooh, that is a statement. And of course, Paddington, now that you're coming in from a loss as we enter game 3, how is the players like?
Boleh use bahasa?
Bisa aja.
Kayak kita udah sering di situasi ini kan. Jadi kayak kita di pilnya biasa aja.
Oh.
We still really confident for this match.
Okay, Paddington said they're very used to these kind of situations. So they're going in still very much confident. What about you, Kakashi? You guys are coming in from a winning momentum as we enter this last best of 1. How is Falcons like inside the room right now?
I think all good. All the players feel confident, and we can get the next win.
Oh, I
It's
think
best of 1 now.
Yes, it's a best of 1 now. Now, Paddington, I'm pretty sure you watched the games just now. What does Onyx have to improve in order to secure the next game win?
I think we just need to not doing a lot of mistake and have a better execution for the next game.
Focusing on discipline, yeah?
Yeah.
And for you, what do you guys think you guys have to nail on the spot to make sure you guys get the last ticket to the knockouts?
We just play our game, normal game, like what we do always.
Normal game, no pressure for
Yeah.
the side of Falcons. And of course, a special question for Kakashi. We know that Onyx Indonesia is the home ground heroes, which means there's a lot of Sonics in the arena. Does your players feel extra pressured entering this matchup?
No, our players experienced that before in MBL MENA final because we played in Egypt and it was enemy home. So our opponent home, I mean.
So you guys are also used to it.
Yeah.
Just like Onyx, both of you guys are used to this same situation. As we wrap things up slowly, Paddington, anything you want to say to Onyx and Sonics?
Just keep supporting us and you guys nggak akan kecewa lah. Kita akan menang match ini.
Okay, Paddington said you guys will not be disappointed. Just keep supporting us and we're going to win this match. What about you, Kakashi? Anything for the MENA community?
Just keep supporting us, and we will be the first team in MENA to get to the knockout stage. I mean,
It seems like both team is incredibly confident as we approach a best of 1. So it's Onyx Indonesia going up against Team Falcons, fighting for the last ticket to the knockout stages. I wonder who will get that last ticket later on. Without further ado, let us throw it back to the casters to start the game.
Thank you very much, Rose. And I just saw Onyx Indonesia came in, and they still look in high spirits. You know, Lupi was laughing, Kyrie still smiling. So hopefully that just shows that they're still in a relatively good mood. Like they're not too
Shaken.
shaken after the loss. Yes, thank you very much.
They need to reset because if they didn't reset, it's GG.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about Team Falcons after game 1, man. That was a way worse loss that they faced, and they were able to reset.
Yeah, and for you guys, we gotta talk about Realme 15 Pro here because he has win rate predictions, can analyze gold items, everything in real time. It's like having a strategy coach in your pocket. So that's the AI gaming coach for you. But the thing is, it also has the consecutive skills feature, making it so that you can unleash your full combo with just pressing one button. That's a full AI-powered edge. From prediction to performance is a complete package. You play, we carry. Realme 15 Pro, the M7 official gaming phone. And while we're talking about this as well, since Marco, you're there, we got to pull in a V because this is a V, our cheerful buddy at the heart of Visa's biggest cultural moments. He's here at the M7 World Championship to cheer us all up. So let's see, V, do you have anything to say? Bonjour, mon nom est V. Je viens de Visa, le marquis qui connecte le monde. Et je suis votre mascotte fiable. Mon rôle est de vous aider par vite en toute sécurité et de manière intelligente. Shopping, voyages ou les petits achats de tous les jours. Avec vie, vous êtes toujours rassuré. Alors, ensemble, commençons une vie cashless plus pratique et agréable. Abiento. Thank you very much, V. And remember, this is our official payment partner. V is international. He's been all around the globe. Thank you
So
very
good.
much, Visa, for having us here, helping
WV.
us out during the sponsor stuff.
Yeah.
WV. Can't wait to
WV.
meet the real V.
Can we get a WV in the chat right now, chat?
WV.
MVP.
WV.
MVP.
And also, Patrick has been wrecking up shop all over the land of Dawn. Make sure you guys
Facts.
grab the Patrick skin because it is available in game now. And the thing is, you just buy it out. No spin, no do this, that,
the
playing
best.
games. You just buy it straight. I love that. I love when you can just buy it.
You
Dude,
know,
I agree.
you know what
I don't want to work for it, you know?
Yeah. But you know what I want to know?
What
What?
do you want to know?
If that was the highest grossing like individual skin.
Ooh. Probably one of the JJK skins or Naruto. I think Naruto. I think
Well,
Naruto
I
skin for
guess-
sure.
If you consider you have to like roll for those, but let's say,
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, I guess you couldn't really compare that then, because
I
you
guess-
just buy him out of the shop.
I guess I see like who has the most owned skin, right? Like who actually possess those skins.
The most owned collab skin.
Yeah, collab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably.
Because out of all the skins, Patrick is the easiest. Everything else, they're behind some kind of event.
That's true.
What about the Neymar skin? The Neymar skin was like,
Yeah, that was pretty big, right?
Oh yeah. True.
Was that Was that around M4?
I think it was around M4.
Yeah, because that was like one you could also kind of like upgrade, or like wasn't there one and then there was like an upgraded version? Something like
Yes, yes. And then what else? What other collab skins do we have that are like you can buy
that you could buy.
from the shop? I can't think of anything.
I don't know. We need more cartoons though.
What's the next?
For me, I would say Adventure Time.
Ooh,
I think that would be. Cool.
that's
I
a
don't
good
know
one.
who would be who though. Like, you know.
Yeah. I would love a Jake skin.
I don't know what other.
Jake would be a pretty solid glue.
Yeah, actually,
Right?
you would. But Glue's got enough, man. He's already got the Patrick. So
Let's find something for Fulvius. Which, by the way, it looks like he is gonna have. I believe it's a Soul Vessel skin or something.
Fulvius?
Yeah,
Oh,
either Soul Vessel or the other one.
Exorcist.
Exorcist. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I think it's the Exorcist skin.
That
Yeah.
sounds insane. That sounds loco. Oh, broken walls again. This is the winning map for Falcons. Oh, Onyx blue. Hold on now.
Blue, hold on now. Pause.
Again, they go Yuzong this time. All right. To be fair, that wasn't a problem. So I like the Yuzong pick.
I wonder how. Okay, so how's Team Falcons gonna approach this? Do they just go assassin again for Boyette? Right off the bat, with Kalea being open, like, do they want to pick up a Kalea? Kalea's there.
Oh yeah, they should.
They've got the Kalea Farsa.
I think Kalea Lancelot would be the best. If you really want to go safe.
I feel like they can set up. I don't know how good they are on a Sora. I was thinking Sora 3, but I don't know whether they're good on that.
What?
Oh, they decide to go a Cho.
Although I think
Yeah.
I remember Cuffin had amazing games on Valen, so
Is it because the Kalea is something they expect? But like again, this is
maybe.
basically like CG all over again. Game number 2, no? Like the Kalea is open and you go for the Cho instead of the Kalea.
Seeing how Troll played it, I can kind of accept it because the thing that Troll did is not all the catches is about zoning, right?
Yeah.
Actually buying time, being a nuisance, and again, I kind of feel like this is just more on you already did good on the Cho, so we're not gonna be ruining your momentum. And if Onyx picks up the Kalea, like you said, the Valentina will be there. They just steal it away.
Kalea Kimi with the Yuzong. This is a good start to the draft by Onyx, even though the Kimi hasn't really been too good, but we literally
Haya,
have seen some
Haya
good
or
stuff
Lance,
from
and then
it.
just ban it out.
I think Lance. I think Haya is tough to huh.
As a Kalea, I prefer fighting against Haya instead of a Lance. But again, maybe Coach Howie Byrne is just like saying like my players are in a flow state. I don't want to take it out. And now again, the Phantom War so far it's still for Onyx Falcons. Only 2 for now.
Oh, they go
See?
Moksha.
They always make you ask like which Falcon are you fighting against?
But like,
Yeah, I know. But Yuzong. Yeah.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It broke game 1. You found a way to win game. Dude, this
What if this box
this
is not
looks
even
so much like GOF, dude. It looks so much like
Oh,
GOF. It's a
yeah.
1-1, and
When
then
we had
game
game
3,
three.
it's just
It was
dude,
draft.
Falcon, come on. I'm Indonesia, but you
And
know,
then
like
ban
to see the
Lunox.
same thing again. I don't know, because CC can still come through here. I hope Falcons ban out the
Or
and
they
then the
take the
Lunox.
CC.
Yeah. Oh, they can take CC. You're right.
ban
but-
Lunox take CC.
okay.
Yeah.
but then they would like damage, no? Like, look at this comp. This top comp does not deal damage.
True, true. Because in my head, I'm also thinking, what if they do something crazy and put Boxia EXP?
Boxia EXP?
Not the greatest of ideas, but again, what if they
Against
try to be
Yuzong?
cheeky? Yeah. No,
I
I'm
think
not, I'm not saying it's
yeah.
a good idea. I'm
Yeah.
just
You're just putting it out
stating-
there.
Yeah.
I like the glue ban. I really like the glue ban. That was a big problem for them. Oh, Falcon will have to make a decision, by the way. Like, either because like the Lancelot's still up for grabs, the Hayabusa as well. I think in this game particularly, I would prefer to go Lance over Hayabusa. Right? There are too many dashes for the Hayabusa.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, it's Kai, so maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he just goes for it.
I
you
mean,
have
they
to make
do
a
have the
decision.
Valentina to take away the Kalia ult,
Yeah,
so they have two ways to catch.
that's true. But if you do that, then
But meaning to say, because of that, I would rather fight against a Haya than a Lance.
agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
it's a lot. Like,
Haya is easier to catch
Yeah, I
when
was
you have.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Lancelot's just too elusive.
Yeah.
All right, they go with the CC ban.
Oh.
This is one of the heroes we were talking about.
Yeah, but
Pop
we're
up.
talking about banning out Lunox taking CC. So yeah, interesting.
So this
Is this Valen EXP or something? At this point, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
It looks like a setup for a Uranus or an Esmeralda. Now, do Onyx ban one of those out, right? Because you might not get the Lunox. If Falcon pick up the Lunox,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense with the comp
Yeah.
because then they'll have too much magic.
Yeah.
But it's a way to be like, here's a very annoying comp, and we know that you are panicking right now. We are comp. Expectations are on you, friend.
I feel like I'm confused because Falcon is basically boomeranging this draft.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Right?
Go back to the boomerang.
They
here.
have a weird first 3 picks. Now we just have to see whether they can bring it all back in and make it make sense.
Well, that's what we saw too from the last game when they utilized, or I guess we could call it the boomerang. They could make it happen here. This is probably where we see the. Are they going to show the XP first? Because that, I don't know. There is the chance, right? There's always a chance with a Baksha and a Valentina popping XP. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to go against a Yuzhong with?
Yeah, what is a good goat laner here? I guess the Granger is still up.
Yeah. For Onyx, I think they go Lance Granger if Falcons don't pick
Yeah.
it up.
Lumens is still up.
That is a very
That's
interesting choice.
That's more so like curveball. Like this was curveball draft here, LFO.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mozgov?
think it's either a boomerang or just a home run. Home run in a bad way where you just you just let the ball fly and then just let it be.
Lancelot Granger
Yeah.
should be the option to go for here,
That
right?
seems the most sound choice.
If they really, oh yeah, you're right. If how crazy?
Or Harith?
Harith is very
Harith,
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
Harith,
I was
yeah.
about to say. Lunox can still work as well.
Joy Granger.
Joy Granger. The Joy's really good against the Baksha, but I think I think this is a very risky choice. I don't know why they are not going for Lance on Kyrie because, I mean, we were talking about it. Haya or Lance. Haya would be the easier target to target by Cho and by the Valentino who can still Tsunami Slam. Joy's even easier than that.
It's like it's so much easier. It's so much squishier, you know,
Yeah.
especially in terms of the elusiveness that you get with a.
But I guess-
and Haya.
I guess he's thinking I'll be fully stacked up whenever the CC comes, so I can just pop Electrifying Beat. So it's more of a like high risk, high reward type of pick, more than the. Oh, that is a great pick as well, by the way.
Because the
Is-
Joy came through too.
Yeah, but the Kalea Yuzong, is it enough to take the Phobius out in the early game? That's the question.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we really have to see the first interaction between both teams here because both games have really come down to who made the first mistake, and then it just, I don't know, in a way, like messes with their mental that they just could not recover from for some reason.
Like it kind of snowballed from like
Ooh.
initial plays. Look at the lineup ratings here.
Uh-oh.
Not looking good for Onyx, but again, take it with a grain of salt. We've seen it come down to really the execution here for both teams so far throughout the series. And this, it comes down to this one game.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final game of the Swiss stage. This will determine whether Falcons will be the first MENA team to make it to the knockouts or Onyx continue to reign here in Indonesia.
Welcome to the Land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. We'll find out now that it's down to a best of one. And we heard earlier, Onyx doesn't like best of ones, and it's coming down to this one game so far. Team Falcons as well, picking up a Mozgov, a hero you don't see too often. A lot of early poking already in the whoa.
That's why we don't like the Valentina and the Cho. But like, I guess this is what Falcons did to themselves, and now it's not going to be level 2 for Cuffin and for Troll. They have to use so many resources at the start of the game just to get away.
Yeah, looks like losing lanes for Falcons all around the board here.
That's true.
Yeah, because even the Phobias will not have a good time against the Yuzong and
Free Letho.
Moskov. Granger. Moskov can survive, but really more a Granger favorite. Looking at the emblem so far, nothing brings to the mind.
Yeah, Troll's going to be taken very low. Boyet has Shield Unity. We'll be able to lock in on Kiba, but Kyrie joins in the fun now. No flicker on Troll. First blood to Kai. Falcon still deciding to fight despite losing Prio early.
Great response there. I mean, it was basically mirrored in terms of the rotation from both sides, but because that flicker was burned earlier on, that's the advantage when it comes to these early battle spells being used.
Yeah, and again, like the first interaction that they have, Falcons gonna start. Oh, hold on.
Okay, Electrifying Pete's under turret. Sano's going to be taken low, taken out by Kai. Gets one last turret shot on him. He will help to clear out the wave. Keyboy gets away as well in the bottom lane. No trade available for Team Falcons.
Yeah, much better start here coming in from Onyx Indonesia, Team Falcons. Yep. Now they got to figure out how to kind of stabilize. I wonder if they will force a fight around the turtle. I don't even know if that's a good call.
It's crazy, man, because Troll's only level 2, you know? So, like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to deal with this first turtle coming up. It might be easier. Yes, Keyboy's not level 4, but he's working on it. They're going to battle for it, though, it looks like.
Electrifying Pete's coming down now. Boya's going to be chain CC. Kai wins out the Red Tree battles. That's too much damage for Sanji to deal with. Now it's Boyet caught. Kai's on a killing spree. Man.
That's why I was wondering. I don't know if they want to contest it.
Yeah.
They should have just, given how the first portion of the early game went, they should have just given that up at least to just buy themselves enough time to kind of reset in.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I really don't like when drafts just go 1,080 when you already have a winning.
You mean
program.
180?
Oh, 1,080.
What's 1,080?
No, you just spin so many times.
Ah, okay.
So 180 times 10.
Yeah.
Damn.
Gotcha. That's a lot of spins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about, though, too. Like, you know, again, this lineup that Team Falcons brought to this game 3, if, you know, with the Moskov, we already know it's going to take time to build up, especially against Skylar here on the Granger, but more so, too, you're playing around this Cho, and you were delayed so much. I mean, he's still level 3 right now for Troll. And so your game plan, the way to make this work is kind of, it's stalled out. You know, you're entering that portion of the game where already that second turtle is going to be up here at about 30 seconds or so, and you're just kind of waiting. Keyboy going to be a whole level up. Yes, Cuffin's holding on to his own Tsunami Slam, but they kind of have to rely now on Boya to go ahead and rotate around, set things up with Sanji later on for this objective fight. Oh!
Tsunami Slam, lock control down. He just got the flicker back up, and now Kyrie sings a song, or rather puts a song down on him. That's yet another kill for Kai for 0-1.
Yeah, I gotta say, Troll set up so that the kick had a good angle for Boyet to do something about it, but that was really nothing for him to do about it. And now Boyet is gonna get pushed by Onyx ID.
Oh, wow. I think, yeah, just forced off again. Kyrie playing into an advantage that he can build up with Turtle coming up now, too. Troll not having a flicker again. You're kind of just, Sans doing his thing. Giving the dance
Like-
there in the mid.
As much as I enjoy... Oh, SOD! Don't take it, Sans. What? Huh? What?
Sans got that?
Wait. Oh, did he get it from the burn of the way one?
I mean, Kyrie did not use Retry, so...
Oh, Red Tree. He used it for this, so that's why.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, yes, as an Indonesian, happy to Onyx winning, but why does this always happen to Falcons game 3? I don't get it.
We just saw this, I feel like, was it last month?
GOF,
Yeah,
dude,
months ago?
it's Valentina, Cho, and then Baksha.
I mean, like,
it's like,
We don't have
constantly
losers
studied.
interview, but games like this...
we need a loser's interview because,
Yeah.
like, they got to explain.
I don't know if it's just, again, with even the way the order of the draft came through, you're looking at it. I mean, Troll had an amazing game last time, but when your Cho doesn't have, like, even if he gets a kick, it's like, what can you do with the kick?
No, honestly, in games like this, reminds me of Jake Paul, man.
Jake Paul?
It's every day, bro.
Now, if you think about it long enough, you'll see what I'm
Or
saying.
is that Logan? Wait, is that?
No, Jake.
No, that's Jake. That's Jake, bro.
It's every day, bro.
Yeah,
Wait, how does it remind you of him?
I can say it off broadcast.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Leave them guessing, man.
Yeah.
Right now.
W chat bait.
I was gonna say, oh man.
Yeah, they got caught in the traction pulse.
Oh, that
Sans is just 360ing, or as you said it, LaFell, what, 1080?
1080. Wait, 10. Yeah, 1080.
How many rotations 1080 again? I kind of forgot.
By the way,
It's not
like,
10, but
yeah, it's not 10. I don't know, bro.
Like-
Faster, Mats.
Yeah, technically one.
Type in the
one-
chat.
One
Let's-
full circle is 360, brother.
Just chat bait the
so
chat.
that's
bro.
like 3x.
just chat bait the chat.
It's 3 spins.
Yeah, 3 spins. Yeah.
Right now, Team Falcons is spinning around right now, trying to decide what to do
I wonder.
here.
I wonder if chat understands what I'm leading to.
I think they are, man.
Some
That is
are.
way smarter than you imagine. Whoa!
Tsunami slam, but I don't know if you want to go on Keyboy. Another tsunami slam. Look at the zoning from Lutfi up above. Boy, yeah, it's going to be taken down. Skylar picks up his first Sky Piercer stack. Sanji going to be next on the chopping block as Skylar gets a double. And Onyx push their lead to 6,607 and 0.
Wow, at the 6.5 minute mark, too. A lead like this, they'll go and force their way under the tier 1 turret. No threat at all from Cuffin and Troll here. And now with this turtle up, last one, it's just going to go in the hands of Kyrie as he secures it 3 for 3 in the turtles.
2 for 3. One was Sans, brother.
That's right, Sans.
Well, right now we're 7,000 gold, 7 and 0. Kind of feels a bit over because so far there's not been any good Moscow games from wildcards till now.
It's almost like Falcons just intentionally
No, that's why I say
cook their own draft.
This feels like Jake Paul.
Ah, I understand it now.
Okay, I get it. You don't have to say it on broadcast. I understand.
Yeah.
I get the assignment here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, dude, look at the gold difference.
3,000, bro.
Oh my goodness.
3,000, bro.
I don't know. I just don't know why it happens every game. Is it just the pressure too much that they like?
Is it in their
completely-
contract?
Maybe. I mean, Tsunami Slam around Boyet into the mobilization. Traction pulse as well. Boyet to be taken very low, shredded down by physical and magical. Good body block for Sanji, but it's not enough, man. And he's caught all alone. Lutpi went in the bush. Petrifying a Furious Dive. Baiting on the Purify now as Lutpi walks back onto Sanji. Oh no, Sanji's baited in. Another stack for Skylar. Tsunami Slam stolen. Skylar gets a double. 10 to 1. Sans is spinning.
We always get the zoom in of Sans doing his thing here, but man, Team Falcons now on the other side of it, dealing with this kind of lead. Boy, it jumps in.
Oh, good Furious Dive there to prevent Troll from going GQ, no flicker. Skylar now walking back up. Rhapsody coming down over on Boyet, forcing the point Sans there. Oh, threading the needle. Skylar 6-0 and 2, 60 stacks on Sky Piercer, a free orange buff.
You know what? You really need this Granger skin, man. It's really growing on me.
Dude,
I have it.
we haven't been able to play, man. I need to wait for my diamonds.
Oh no, under the turret they go.
Electrifying Beats. Oh my, Skylar's godlike.
Oh my days.
Oh my days
Oh my
indeed. Team
days.
Falcons, where did it all go so wrong?
Dude,
Dude.
10.6.
I really
9
don't want to
minutes in.
talk about the game, man.
Look at the stats.
486, 492, 970, 702, 8214, 8222.
Yeah. 702 and 030 and 041.
Take it, Sato.
Oh man.
And that's a 315.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen here for Team Falcons. This lineup as well isn't the best defensiveness that we've seen from compositions. Whoa.
They go all in on Sans, but he has the Purified Troll, goes up the way the Dragon. Look at the appeal coming down from Keyboy. Sans gets shoulder bashed and finally gets taken out. But Lutpi comes around. 1v3? No. But oh no, Troll.
Troll the sacrifice.
Electrifying Beats. A shot from Skylar puts him at 80 stacks, 8-0 and 2.
Okay. They went to go make a play. They get Sans. They got to deal with this Lord coming through. Sans will be back up for this. So will Troll, but still, nonetheless, they're still in the same position here.
No bounty, man. So, like, yeah, exactly the same. Actually worse because Skylar got a stack.
Got another stack. Oh, man, this is...
I think for them, they understood that they're losing.
Yeah.
But Sans did too much.
Yeah.
Too much spinning, so like...
They can
let's
handle
just
the
kill
loss,
him.
but not the disrespect.
Yep.
Yeah, right now, look at this. The shots, too, from a distance, just kind of poking them down. Lord slowly making its way down this bottom side here. Cuffin's holding on to that Tsunami Slam. I don't know if they can pull a miracle play off.
I don't think so.
That-
I don't think they have the damage.
Cuffin needs to land a 5-man Tsunami Slam.
Yeah.
There you
That
go.
even
That's
possible.
one. That's just one. Now Litpi comes around. Kibo's gonna be taken very low. He still survives. What?
Oh.
He dies finally to the SOD. Boye goes over to shield Unity. Litpi jumps in. Petrify on 3. Gets all of the DOT and the healing now. Goes in for another slash as Kyrie walks up with the electrifying beats, and Anthony coming taken low. Litpi right there. Skylar, does he execute anyone? No, he does not. 2 base turrets to Onyx ID.
Onyx says, you know what? We've got this lead. Let's not throw it here. They take the 2 base turrets down off that push. A Divine Glaive now in the hands of Sans. But Team Falcons have bought him a little more time. I'm not sure exactly what the game plan for them is going to be here. Kasano so far away, man. Again, on this Moskov, still trying to build it. Only has a Corrosive Scythe, Golden Staff, doesn't have the DHS yet. As you take a glimpse, I mean, oh my goodness, dude.
5,000,
The gap in the gold lane right now.
Dude, that's crikey, mate.
That is crikey indeed. At this point.
Oh, 4,500. Oh, that's painful, mate.
There we go. They're going to go for it.
Black.
Pushing for this last turret.
Dragon form. Tsunami Sam over on Boye now. Harry doesn't have the stacks. Troll trying to cancel with Yikudo now. Oh, electrified beats coming out. Oh, and it's a free kill to Skylar. 9-0-2. He's legendary. He's legendary. And he's legendary.
They can't end it here. They're going to poke a little bit further, though.
Troll might be dead. He is dead. Oh, Skylar, last shot. Can't find it. He's going to go for the base, though. The base is going to be cracked up open. Coming looking for the play. Skylar, legendary again. Sound on the back. Trumping forward. Onyx makes it to the knockout stage. It took a while. They struggled, but they did it.
Onyx will get it done in Game 3. Just as dominant as they did in Game 1 to get to the knockout stage.
Congratulations. It was not an easy route. But the important thing is that now they're here in the knockouts. But now it's all about dealing with the other 7 teams in the knockout stage. Thank you to Team Falcons for all their hard work. But I don't know, man. If I knew Arabic, I would have my own choice of words. But
That's a tough. I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough way to end, man.
That's a very tough way to end. A lot of questions, but you know, it's for everyone else to really think about it. For now, let's just celebrate the victory of Onyx Indonesia. Again, big congratulations. Game 1 and Game 3 were very dominant. It's just Game 2, a little blemish in their record.
Can I just say too that you gotta think how much work had to be done in this M7. It's very different from our previous, M series. I feel like some of these championship teams, of course, had to go through the grinder, man, to get to the knockout stage. And I think that's going to make a very interesting knockout stage ahead of us.
And again, for Falcon, they were so close to making it. They were a draft away.
I don't know, man.
It has to be studied. It has to be something that we gotta mention it, because that definitely needs to be studied. Cho and Kalea's open. Valentina in first pick red.
That's the kind of thing that would make me throw my glasses away, because I feel like I've seen enough.
If I was watch partying, the things I would be saying right now, Fab.
Yeah, I would be the same right now.
If I was watch party, I would just close the stream.
Luckily, I'm casting though, so I just yap around and
I feel again like these guys, these individual players from Team Falcons have been through so much in the last year or so. Again, you got to consider
It's
what
so
they've been through
sad.
professionally.
Yeah, but you also think by this time they learned.
I don't know. Again, I wish I knew. That's why
true.
you always wish you could hear the comms when it comes to the drafts, of course,
Yeah.
because I'm sure a lot of us, ourselves, the viewers out there, their supporters probably have questions. I mean, the players themselves look like they probably have questions, man, at this point. But this one was definitely a draft issue, and there was just nothing that could be done, especially when you kind of you just get smacked around from the start to the finish here.
Yeah. And I feel like we are seeing all of this out of love. Again, if we didn't care, we're like, oh well, GG, good job on it, But the fact that we're talking about is because we see the potential.
Yeah.
We see how strong they are. To see them fumble does hurt a little bit in the boo-boo, But anyways, right now we will be going over to the stage with Rose and the rest of Onyx Indonesia for the interview.
For 2 years straight, Team Falcons had to bow out of the competition, just one win away from qualifying to the knockout stages. Although they could not advance further to the next stage, their presence alone in the international stage was more inspiring than anything they've ever done. Once again, thank you so much to Team Falcon for such an inspiring journey. And of course, the team to get the last ticket to the knockouts tomorrow. Indonesia, make some noise for Onyx ID! Wow, that was an intense series, and I think everybody was definitely at the edge of their seat. Now, Sans, congratulations on securing the last ticket for the knockout stages. What does this win mean to your team who's had such a shaky journey so far in this M7? Let's go, Paddington!
Mungkin kemenangan hari ini ya ini bikin kita mental naik juga. Terus alhamdulillah menang juga hari ini 2-1 dan kita udah masuk playoff. Pastinya besok kita tetap main lagi dan ya kita sisanya kasih yang terbaik aja sih.
Okay, San said that actually this win definitely helped their momentum and their mentality state as they play for the knockout stages tomorrow. And of course, all that aside, they will definitely do their best in their upcoming match. Thank you so much, San. And of course, Kiboy. Kiboy, game 1 was definitely amazing. It was dominating, in fact, for the side of Onyx ID. Game 2, however, was so shaky. Could you perhaps share with us what actually happened in the game that led to such a shaky game?
Ya, menurut gua tim Falcon kuat juga lah dan nggak mau kalah juga karena ada jauh-jauh datang ke Indo. Jadi mereka berjuang mati-matian juga. Terusnya juga bikin banyak mistake lah di early sama mid game lah.
He
Wait,
said that, yes. Paddington, okay, Paddington.
Translate,
translate.
Paddington.
Okay, let's go, Paddington.
Apa tadi?
It's okay, I'll do it. I got you, Paddington. So, Q-Boy said that they could see the fighting spirit from the side of Team Falcons as they came from a very far place. They came here to play their hearts out. It was definitely a do-or-die situation. And in that situation, Team Falcons stepped up. And of course, from the side of Onyx, they could see a little bit of the mistakes coming in from the early to mid-game. Okay, guys, Paddington, you need to step up as my translator, okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Now,
Focus.
Kyrie, just so you know, based on stats, you actually haven't died 3 out of 4 games up until you picked that Guinevere. And you haven't died 3 out of 4 games ever since, until you picked that Guinevere. So could you share with us, Guinevere kind of has a shaky statistics right now here in the M7. Kind of has a shaky statistics right now here in the M7. Do you think Guinevere is actually still very much viable?
Ano ata, hindi ko naintindihan yung una.
Okay, we'll do it in Tagalog this time around. So,
No, I couldn't hear her. Yeah.
you haven't died. Sorry,
Dive?
died. Hindi ka pa namamatay
Oh,
in
died.
3 out of 4 games
Oh, okay,
until
okay,
you
okay,
picked
okay.
Guinevere.
Because Mr. Paddington here asked me to play Guinevere earlier because Guinevere is his main hero in Magic Chess.
Oh, sumusala Paddington. It's all Paddington's fault. Paddington,
Yeah, it's always his fault.
it's always his
Yeah.
fault. Paddington, why did you ask him to pick Guinevere?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Why did you ask Kyrie to pick Guinevere?
Yeah, it's good hero. Kyrie, we try it at Scream also and we get the good result. So we trust Kyrie with this Guinevere.
So you guys think it's a viable pick, this M series still, despite not very good of a statistics from Guinevere?
Yeah, I think it's still playable, the hero.
Okay, there you guys hear it from Paddington. Now, Lutpi, just like TLID's journey last year in the M6, they qualified to the knockouts by eliminating a team from MENA. Does this mean that potentially it's foreshadowing that Onyx ID will go into the grand finals just like TL ID.
Translate please.
Ya, lu jangan ajak gua ngomong. Sorry, repeat.
Okay.
K-Boy so nice.
Okay, boy. Okay. So last year in the M6, TLID entered the knockout stages after eliminating MENA. And after that, they ended up in the grand finals. So is this a foreshadowing that Onyx ID will also end up in the grand finals like TL?
ID.
Ya,
Oh.
karena dia dari bawah.
Jangan ini. Kalau dari aku ya mungkin semoga kita perjalanan sampai kayak TLAD kan. Terus habis itu ya yang semoga yang di finalnya kita bisa menang lah.
He said he hopes that he has the same journey as TLID and they end up in the grand finals. But this time around, they hope to win the grand finals. And of course, last but not least, we have Skylar. I will need Paddington's help.
Yeah.
Okay, Skylar. After this interview, we will be having a draw for the knockout stages, right? 3-2 will meet 3-0. Who do you want to meet? SRG or Alter Ego? They're having a team discussion right now.
Pakai bahasa Inggris saya diajarin.
Okay. Go. Let's go.
I want to meet SRG.
Wow.
Because last year I always losing against SRG and then I want to revenge.
Wow. And there you guys have it. Onyx ID wants to meet SRG in the first round of the knockout stages. Indonesia once again. This is Onyx Indonesia heading to the knockout stages. An amazing game. Congratulations, boys. We will see you guys in a bit for the draws. And that wraps up the Swiss stage for today. We are throwing it back to the panel to break down what happened in this amazing series. And of course, I shall see you guys shortly for the draws.
Thank you very much, Rose, as well as big congratulations to Onyx Indonesia. And yeah, doubly for Skylar. We always love when players are like, yes, we know they're strong, but that's kind of why we want to fight them in the first place. Knowing the netizens, they will use that against him, which is like the worst thing in esports.
Yeah.
But I still appreciate the players for having,
Personality.
because is it fun to just stomp on your opponents, right? It's more fun fighting against someone at your level and actually sweating for that W, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love Kyrie's answer too. You know, with the whole Guinevere question.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
was
Paddington. Because
you-
it's Magic Chess.
Magic Chess. I've played Guinevere in Magic Chess, you know, but yeah, I don't know if maybe we'll continue to see Guinevere pop up in the knockouts. I think teams for some reason still like to go ahead and bring it, but MVP for the game 3, Skylar 10-0-2, man, on the grinder here. And it's been nice. It's been nice to see Skylar in form again, I would say, especially here on the international stage.
For me, it was nice when Paddington was saying how Guinevere is still good, and then Keyboy's just like,
Keyboy's facing the back, yeah.
Sure. I think he was like, it's
Sure.
it's good.
I'm sure the
Please
draft,
ban it against us.
that's every player's like reaction when
Why
they
did
get the
CG
call.
ban Guinevere, man? Like, I have no clue.
I don't know. Look at the highlights.
I'm gonna imagine today never happened.
No, we have to imagine it happened because LaFell, it did happen. And we had 3 teams eliminated, 3 teams secure their spot in the knockouts. And I don't know, man, as we look at the highlights here, you do make a point, though, LaFell, that there were so many games that just had like these 10,000 gold leads for some reason. I don't know what it was today. I don't know if we'll continue to see that, but it does seem that right now, at least with the current meta and the current way the drafts are made, being punished in the early game really is, it just gets the snowball going out of control. And like the amount of work that needs to be made if you fall even 5,000 gold behind right now with some of the lineups is a lot of work, you know. And I don't know. I know we have had some close games here and there, at least throughout the Swiss stages, but
Yeah.
I think all that will kind of be solved when we get to the knockouts.
Because I kind of feel like it's only today. Like if you have one game that's over 10,000, I'm like, okay. And in fact, not even. We don't have 10,000 goal lead. We have 12,000.
Do we have 14?
We had a 14,000.
It was
14.
15K, 15.
Yeah.
That is insane, man.
To be fair, I think the 2-2 bracket a lot of times is like very big difference
Mismatch.
skill wise. Yeah, so because a lot of teams went down 0-2. Yeah, unlucky, you know.
It's just
They just need V, man. MVP.
yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I feel like V would be a good coach because you will never have an excuse of saying V cannot speak your language.
Yeah,
He knows all.
Coach, gak bisa Inggris. Hey,
Yeah.
he can speak Indo.
He might not be able to draft. He might struggle walking, but at least he speaks your language.
But I wonder what all the hero names sound like in all the languages. I assume it's
Give me 2 to 3 days break, and I feel like V will get it.
okay.
Give you to, and then V
Yeah,
will get
because
it.
he's helping V.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
there's a lot of study and preparation that needs to be put into for that one. Sans 1-1 and 1-1.
Yeah, he's trying to say that he's number one in the game. 1-1-1-1. And Lutfi, 009 there.
That's just crazy, man. 12 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. The snowball games that have happened today are just kind of out of control.
Yeah, I hope this is the last time we see something like this. 'Cause, hey, tomorrow's gonna be the knockouts.
Yeah, I think most teams in knockouts are already like, you can see that it will be closer.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Like we can say that every team that is in the knockouts, they definitely deserved it. Like
Oh, yeah.
they went through the ringer.
Yeah.
They went to hell and back, and now they're there.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like the. I don't know if I can say. Oh, look, was this? Well, I guess we've only had one Swiss stage, but like this was a hell of a competitive Swiss stage for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been competitive so far, even up until even from wildcard.
Like wild cards itself, yeah.
It was quite shocking last time as well. Remember, BTK went 2-0
Yeah.
and Twisted Minds 2-0, but then both of them lost.
Yep.
Then we saw something else.
SRG CFU, it really like just from one play, either team could have been knocked out, either team could go to the knockout. So yeah, a lot has happened for today. Congratulations, Yangon Galacticos.
Yep.
Onyx Indonesia,
Team Spirit.
Team Spirit. Thank you very much. So yeah, these 3 teams have made it through to the knockout. So officially all the other 8 teams have been eliminated, and now we are at the final 8. Afterwards, the knockouts, it's going to be pretty interesting because tomorrow we'll have a game, but then a few breaks, and then
Yeah. It's
and then-
interesting, yeah.
yeah.
So we come back here tomorrow. We have 4 best of 3s, I believe it is.
Yeah, 4 best of 3s, yeah.
4.
And then get a bit of, like the players will get a bit of a break.
I wonder in those break, would they figure something out, like don't use Guinevere?
I think even from the breaks that they have today, they should be able to bring it up to tomorrow, because tomorrow is a knockout stage play-in match. We're going to do the draws later as well. So if you guys are asking whether we're going to have draws, yes, we will have the knockout stage play-in draws. What is play-in? They all get matched up. Whoever wins, make it to upper. Whoever loses, make it to lower.
Yep. So that's it for the matches. We're going to go for a break to set up the draws, actually. So make sure you guys don't go anywhere.
Stay
When we
tuned.
return, we'll see who will be fighting who. We'll see you guys during the draw. Rafael, Mirko, Naisu, signing out. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I gotta put my card, my Visa card. Can I get my Visa card?
Ruby 15 Pro M7 official gaming foam.
Welcome to the M7 Carnival, legend. You traveled all the way to the Land of Dawn? Don't worry, we'll guide you through all the activities and wonderful experiences we have. Here's everything you can do in the M7 Carnival for ticket prices as low as 20,000 rupiah. First stop is the Stage of Legends, filled with performances, music, cheers, the biggest M7 watch party, and a special performance from Stephanie Poetry on the final day of the carnival. Game recognizes game in the M7 Carnival, as we'll be collaborating with the NBA. And history is made here at the M7 Carnival, the first ever MCGG World Championship. The Go 1 Grand Final will be hosted here at Stadion Maja Jakarta. So come join us and feel the energy. Next stop, the Heroes Playground, to take photos with giant hero statues and meet cosplays of heroes from the Land of Dawn. Come to the Hall of Creators and Pros to meet and greet with top content creators. Teams from MPL ID and Legends are here. Line up, take photos, and even walk away with an autograph. Play games in the Rewards Arena to win prizes from all of our brand partners. It's at the NPL Market. Booths of your favorite teams, exclusive drops, and surprises from your favorite teams. Take a quick bite at GoPay's Land of Dine. We've partnered up with GoPay for your food and drinks. The Magic Map has shown us all 6 zones in the M7 Carnival. We're calling you to play, explore, and wander. Don't miss out on exclusive gifts ready for visitors worth over 2.5 billion rupiah, including M7 limited edition swag bags, exclusive merch, in-game chests, and special skins. Are you ready, legend? Get your tickets soon, because we can't wait to meet you at the M7 Carnival.
Rise beyond greatness and reignite your star. Come then, embrace the struggle. Hold on. Let it become your strength. Ruby 15 Pro M7 official gaming phone.
Welcome to the M7 Carnival, legend. You traveled all the way to the Land of Dawn? Don't worry, we'll guide you through all the activities and wonderful experiences we have. Here's everything you can do in the M7 Carnival for ticket prices as low as 20,000 rupiah. First stop is the Stage of Legends, filled with performances, music, cheers, the biggest M7 watch party, and a special performance from Stephanie Poetry on the final day of the carnival. Game recognizes game in the M7 Carnival, as we'll be collaborating with the NBA. And history is made here at the M7 Carnival, the first ever MCGG World Championship. The Go 1 Grand Final will be hosted here at Stadion Maja Jakarta. So come join us and feel the energy. Next stop, the Heroes Playground, to take photos with giant hero statues and meet cosplays of heroes from the Land of Dawn. Come to the Hall of Creators and Pros to meet and greet with top content creators. Teams from MPL ID and Legends are here. Line up, take photos, and even walk away with an autograph. Play games in the Rewards Arena to win prizes from all of our brand partners. It's at the NPL Market. Booths of your favorite teams, exclusive drops, and surprises from your favorite teams. Take a quick bite at GoPay's Land of Dine. We've partnered up with GoPay for your food and drinks. The Magic Map has shown us all 6 zones in the M7 Carnival. We're calling you to play, explore, and wander. Don't miss out on exclusive gifts ready for visitors worth over 2.5 billion rupiah, including M7 limited edition swag bags, exclusive merch, in-game chests, and special skins. Are you ready, legend? Get your tickets soon, because we can't wait to meet you at the M7 Carnival.
Rise beyond greatness and reignite your star. Come then, embrace the struggle. Hold on. Let it become your strength.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the knockout draws, where we gotta say, from the wild cards to the Swiss stage, this entire M7 World Championship, the games have been amazing. And I gotta say, there were a lot of stories being told. My name is Afel. Alongside me is Luminaire, as well as my partner in crime, Mirko. Mirko, the last time we were here, I gotta say the draws haven't looked that great. So how do we feel about that right about now?
I mean, it wasn't too great for you, man, but my boy Luminaire made sure it was pretty good for us, man. I mean, people back at home.
Hey, speaking of, Luminaire, we watched the games for today.
Yes.
10,000 goal leads everywhere, a lot of fast games. What do you think about today's matches?
I know Onyx will be win easy, should be, because they the strongest team in Indonesia, but I don't know why they losing one game to the part-time esport.
Well, either way, is like right now the strongest. We'll see whether it's Onyx or Alter Ego. Speaking of, right now in front of us, we do have 3 different pools here. We got the 3-0 bracket, the 3-1 bracket, as well as the 3-2 bracket. In history, you know, me and Mirko does not have the best of hands.
We're pretty bad.
So right now, it really will be on Luminaire. So this is what we will do. Luminaire will first go over to the 3-0 bracket here. Grab both teams. Both teams will be on different halves of the bracket. And then afterwards, he will go to the 3-2 slots and see the first 2 teams will be fighting against the 3-0 team. And then the other 3-2 team, they're basically going to stand there until we draw the 3-1. So, Luminaire,
Yes.
if you please, come over here.
This is going to be exciting, LaFell, because last time we did this, he was really good for us.
Yeah.
Indonesians, I mean.
Yeah. Okay. So on the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, go. There's only Alter Ego as well as SRG here. So I would say the first draw, it wouldn't mean much. It's really when we get to the 3-2. Now that's when it gets exciting and terrifying.
That's true. Both teams here made it through the Swiss stage with a spotless record. None of them took any losses in the Swiss stage. Looked dominant all throughout, both SRG and Alter Ego.
Right. This will be the first team. And it's going to be Alter Ego as the first team being selected. And again, it doesn't mean anything just yet. We'll see what happens in 3-2. Thank you very much, Luminaire. There you go. We can see Alter Ego there.
Yeah. We know definitely what's next here, but we're still going to go and pick up the ball, open it up for you to see who makes it. Hey, how crazy would it be?
Yeah. All right. So the other team is going to be SRG.
Are you sure, LaFell?
If I'm wrong, I don't know, bro.
How sure are you?
A different level of caster curse.
It is indeed SRG, Selangor Red Giants.
All right. So now we can see on the brackets, they're on different grounds here. But now, Luminaire, this is going to be the real test.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go over to the 3-2 bracket. So you can put that down now. And again, just to remind everyone, here in the 3-2 bracket, Mirko, we got Yangon Galacticos, Team Spirit, as well as Onyx Indonesia. And to remind everyone, this is just the matchup, not the timing for the schedule.
Yes, sir. See, Luminaire has avoided an Indo-Indo matchup in the Swiss stage, but
Hold on.
can he avoid it here in the knockout stage?
Wait. Luminaire. Who do you hope for here? Yangon Galacticos, Team Spirit, or Onyx Indonesia?
Yangon.
Yangon Galacticos. Okay. Let's see whether he gets his wish.
Again, these are the teams who just qualified in today. I'm going to get a quick little peek. I actually can't tell who it is.
Yep.
I
don't see anything yet.
I caught a bit, but I don't know if it's...
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my God!
He is the guy who has gotten both MYMY, PHPH in the Swiss stage, and in the knockout stage, straight up, it's going to be Indo, Alter Ego meets Onyx ID. How do you feel, Luminaire?
I think it's fair for Philippine and Malaysian, right?
It's fair. At least it's fair.
I mean, like, at least now you can't say it's rigged. Right?
This is even worse because it happens in a knockout stage, dude.
Good luck to both teams. I
man.
can see all smiles from here, not so much from here. So let's continue on. Now it's Team Spirit as well as Yangon Galactica. So SRG is looking with bated eyes here.
All right.
Okay. Who do you want SRG to fight, Team Spirit or Yangon?
Team Spirit.
Team Spirit. Team Spirit. Okay.
Oh.
Let's see.
Last time he wished for something, he did not get what he wanted. So is this Yangon Galacticos? Oh. Team
Oh.
Spirit. Okay.
All right.
He got what he wanted.
Yeah, now we're looking at the reactions here. I'm looking at SRG as well as Team Spirit. They look pretty happy, pretty excited. And again, something about Team Spirit. Whenever a draw happens, they always get the strong ones. I kind of feel like we need an interview. Heck, we need a documentary of how this has been going on.
For sure, dude. I mean, Team Spirit, they're known to never kind of duck their opponents, so at least there's that. They gotta beat the best to be the best. And here, last team in the 3-2 pool, we know who it is. It's Yangon Galacticos. So they will be facing off against one of the 3-1 teams.
Yes, we'll be visiting that a little bit later. So yes, this is Yangon Galacticos going to be on their own brackets. And again, just to remind everyone, this is just the matchup and not the schedule. The schedule will be shown later on. Make sure to follow the social media pages. And now, Mirko, with all of this going around, we've been asking Luminaire questions. How do you feel about the draw so far?
Last time Indo met Indo in the knockout stages, it was my draw and your draw, LaFell.
Back in MSC.
And Onic ended up winning that tournament. So, I'm not trying to say anything, but, you know, I think I'm quite happy now.
Well, that's your opinion, Luminaire's opinion. But now we got to throw it over to Rose because Rose is on the side with the team. So let's see what Rose can pick someone up and see who she wants to talk to. So Rose, it's your time.
Thank you very much to LaFell and, of course, Mirko. Right now, I want to conduct a short interview with our 3-2 pool because I think this matchup is definitely going to be interesting. We have the representative of Onic here. Come join me. How do you feel about meeting Alter Ego in the first round of the knockouts?
We already expected
Oh, you expected it? Why? Is it because Mirko and LaFell is on the stage?
because we have 66% mid 3-0 pool. That's why.
I see. They're talking maths with me here right now. So you're excited for this matchup?
Yeah, of course.
You think your players are just as excited?
Yeah, we already excited and we are already ready.
They are ready. Thank you so much. And of course, over here, we have the representative of Team Spirit. Hello. How do you feel about going up against SRG?
You know, on the tournament we have the most strongest bracket. So it was SRG, Onic ID, and Aurora PH. So I'm not surprised. Basically, and it will be much revenge for us. So yeah.
Yeah, a potential revenge, but yes, I agree. Team Spirit always goes through the hardest roads. Do you think the players are happy about this matchup?
You know, they even wanted to play against Aurora PH. So also, I think we will want to play against SRG again. So yeah, it's fine for us, for real. It's okay.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, I think we should head on over to the side of the 3-0 bracket where SRG's representative as well as Alter Ego's representative is at. Let's start with Alter Ego first. Did you expect an Onic on an ID first match in the knockout stages?
We are always expect what unexpected, right? So yeah, we must be ready to facing any team in this tournament.
Expect the unexpected. Do you think your players will be happy about this draw?
They will be happy.
They will be happy. Thank you very much. And of course, SRG, come join me here. Team Spirit once again in the M Series World Championship. How does it feel like this time around?
We are excited to face Team Spirits again. But actually, we are hoping for Oni ID or YG because we haven't met them in the Swiss stage.
Yeah, you guys haven't met YG and Onic ID in the Swiss stage. And just now in the interview, Skylar said he really wanted to meet SRG for some sort of revenge. I guess we'll have to wait for another day. Thank you so much to SRG's representative. Okay, guys, that is what we feel currently here with the 3-0, 3-2 pool. But we have one more draw to do. And with that, let us throw it back to the stage with Luminaire, LaFell, and Mirko.
Thank you very much, Rose. And yes, we heard from the teams, talking about percentages, Team Spirit feeling excited, Yangon as well as SRG feeling very excited. It's nice to see it's friends versus friends on the first instance they meet.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, some friends were happier than the others for sure, but it is all about friends versus friends. And don't you worry, because in the knockout stage, it will be a double elimination. So let's say your team loses, they'll still be able to climb down from the lower brackets.
But now you guys can see Luminaires here in front of the 3-1 bracket. So before we even begin, just to remind everyone, in this bracket, there's Team Liquid, there's Aurora Philippines, as well as Aurora Gaming from Turkey. So if Luminaire picks up Aurora Gaming Turkey, they'll go up against Yangon Galacticos and then Peha.
Yes, sir. Luminaire has the chance to go back to back to back to back on the same region matchups.
So
are you hoping that happens, Luminaire?
I think yes, because it's good for Indo and Malay, right?
Yes.
Fair enough.
I like that whenever we ask, like, it's good for someone.
Hey, he's an optimistic person, man. It's good for someone out there.
Well, Luminaire, put your hands in the box because this is going to be the deciding factor. Whichever he picks will basically confirm the next matchup as well.
That's true. Now, who's it going to be?
All right.
TLPH, Aurora Gaming Philippines, or Aurora Gaming?
Well, I can't see. Okay, we just see the reactions coming.
Oh! What is it? Everybody's celebrating!
Team Liquid!
Oh, TL versus Yangon Galacticos.
But that also means it's Aurora versus Aurora.
We didn't get the same region matchup, but we got an org civil war. Aurora versus Aurora. Oh man, Rose is gonna have to ask some really, really painful questions, man.
Well,
dude, either way, it's cooked, dude. Like it's Aurora. Man. Oh wait, it's not facing YG.
Wait.
Oh,
never mind. We got the wrong info. Looks like TL will not be facing Yangon.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like TL is in a different bracket.
Okay.
I guess. So now this one will be the one. Okay, now looking at everyone's reaction, they're like, oh. So technically, PHP.
It can still happen. Both can happen, right?
Okay,
now.
production. This one, Luminaire picks up. Who will they be fighting?
Who will the guy, the pick? Who? Anyone help?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, we'll see. It's Aurora. We just don't know which Aurora.
Would you rather Turkey or Philippines, sir?
This will fight against TL?
Who is it?
Aurora PH! What?
Bro, how has he done it? Back to back to back to back, bro. What is... Luminaire, are you proud? Are you happy?
Bro!
I'm not sure.
He's not sure. Hey, careful, your IG, huh? Indo, peha, bro.
Here's the thing. We apologize because as you guys can see, me and Mirko have been working the entire day. We haven't been able to prepare for this knockout draw. So the order, was a bit mixed up. But
oh my lord.
ID, PH, MY. Dude, Luminaire.
4 times, man.
Next time, we're not going to get you.
Yeah, we're going to get 1 or something,
Well.
Are you okay with that? Okay, this matchup, though.
Last ball. So this one, we're going up against Yangon Galacticos, which is going to be Aurora Gaming Turkey. So quite the draw here, Mirko.
Yeah.
I wish we rehearsed just a little bit.
I agree, but hey.
Yep.
This is only for formality. We knew it was going to be Aurora Gaming Turkey. They were the last team to get picked up here, but there you have it. It looks like some people are smiling more than the other, as usual.
Yeah. Oh.
What? Malaysian people are happy, he says. Okay. Malaysians happy? Huh? Oh, they say double thumbs up, so there you go.
You know what? I feel like happy, not happy. We'll see how the bracket really turns
Fair.
out. Win, lose. Like, if you win, who you're going to face up against next and everything. But speaking of happy, Luminaire, are you happy?
Little bit happy.
Bro, he got Indo, and PH, bro. He's just getting ready for all the comments to come in.
Well, we got to see. Rose will be talking to a few teams. We'll see if they are happy. So,
no.
Rose, I can see you're already over there in front of SRG and Yangon Galactica. So the floor is yours. How do they feel?
Oh my, what a crazy draw. Luminaire with a 4-peat. And of course, over here, we're going to talk to a bit of the teams. We have Aurora Turkey's representative here. How do you feel about this?
I mean, we got last pick 3 times already. So being last pick as well, I guess, is a formality, I think.
Would you have rather faced YG, Aurora, or TL if you could have the option?
Personally, for me, I don't think it kind of matters. I think all teams are strong, when they get here. And facing any of them, we just have to overcome any of them anyway, eventually.
You think your players are happy with meeting YG?
I'm not sure. They're in the hotel. My phone kind of shake a little bit. So I guess maybe.
Ooh, thank you so much. And of course, right beside him, we have Aurora Philippines representative. Hello. Now, how do you feel about Luminaire's luck? PH first round.
Actually, we're just having a conversation earlier because he wants to have like a Aurora versus Aurora matchup. However, I told him that we'd rather have TLPH on the matchup. I mean, it's sad to see PH versus PH, but I think TL and Aurora is meant for each other. So, yeah.
Just meant for each other. You think your players are particularly happy with this draw?
I think the emotions will be neutral because if you want to win the M7 championship, you must be ready to face anyone because everyone is so strong.
And that's on period. Thank you very much. And over here, we have Team Liquid Philippines, another Filipino representative. What about you? Are you happy with Luminar's luck?
A little bit surprised.
A bit surprising. You didn't expect a PH in the first round.
Not really, but I think I expected it when I saw Yangon go to Aurora, Turkey.
Okay. And one last question. You think your players are happy with this?
All I know is Carl TZ wants his third title.
All you know is Carl TZ wants his third title, and that means completing the Golden Road. Thank you so much. And of course, last but not least, we have the representatives from Yangon Galacticus. Hello there. So what about this? You happy with this? You happy with Aurora Turkey meeting you guys?
Yes, we are happy. And we didn't expect that because we thought we would be facing with the trio team, SRG especially. Yeah.
You guys wanted to meet SRG, or you guys are actually happier to meet Aurora Turkey?
We are happy with facing with Aurora Turkey. That's of course.
All right. Is there anybody in particular you guys want to meet if you guys advance further?
Yeah, as it is knockout stage, no matter which thing it is, we want to face anything. Yeah.
You guys are ready to face anybody. Thank you so much to YG. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, what an interesting draw. And of course, we shall throw it back to the stage where Mirko, LaFell, and Luminaire are kind of chatting it up because this was definitely a chaotic draw. Let's go back to the stage, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It just had to be us.
It just had to be us.
ID, PH. It just had to be us. What's your favorite matchup?
Oh, definitely not the ID matchup, bro. You know what? I like SRGTS. I think that's a fire matchup. I also like Yangon Aurora Gaming Turkey. So just not the same region matchups.
What about you, Luminaire? Which matchup are you more interested to see?
Onyx ID versus Alter Ego.
He knew that was going to happen, bro.
I kind of feel like no matter what, the matches is going to be insane. After this, we will be looking at the bracket just to kind of solidify what has happened here today. And again, not scheduled just yet. We'll see the schedule later on back in social media, but this is the bracket we're going to be seeing here.
Oh.
And yeah, just to confirm it out.
Yeah, we can definitely see it.
Yeah, we can.
Hey, great matchup. That's what we know for sure. And don't worry.
Yep.
If you lose, you will be dropped down to lower brackets. So if you lose your first match, it's not the end of the world yet, but it is a step closer to being the end of the world.
Yeah, tomorrow is the play-ins. Tomorrow we will have 4 best of 3s. And
there
yeah,
you go.
AE going up against Onyx, TL against Aurora, SRG against Team Spirit, and Aurora against Yangon Galacticus. Again, this is not the schedule just yet. This is
Not
just
the schedule.
Yeah.
But we will be seeing all these 4 matches tomorrow, and then we will have a 2-day break before we ultimately restart in Tennis Indoor Senayan for the official knockout stage.
And looking at the lineup here, TL and Aurora has a chance to meet AE and Onyx. SRG Team Spirit has a chance to meet Aurora as well as Yangon Galacticus. I kind of feel like the upper side is a bit tough.
It's a bit more brutal, you know? Not only did he get ID, PH, but he got it in an order where ID will face off against PH.
Luminaire, I think you made a mistake.
Yeah, I made a mistake, I think, for PH and Indo.
At least MY's happy.
At least Malaysia's happy.
Don't say it's rigged, but yeah, either ways, it has been fun. Thank you very much, Luminaire. You have been an amazing sport. So that